And we're recording.
Hi, this is us from the future. Justin's fucking dying. Sorry that you had to find out this way.
Hey Kate, how's it going?
You're sounding worse on purpose.
we all miss you here. I
Listen,
hope
you
I
gotta
get to
play it
see
up.
you soon
And here
before I
lies
pass.
Justin in the arms
Of an
An
angel.
angel.
Anyways, I'm gonna go
I
ahead
can't
and
go
do the
that high with
session
my voice
recap.
right now.
Yeah, your falsetto is broken to shit.
Yeah.
Last session, you all had returned from to the Prime Material from the Feywild. Except upon arriving, you had realized that Marcus forgot everything that happened in the Feywild, including the loss of Blossom and the new party member, Ylif. Uh,
Oopsie.
you all continued on to the Circle of Thunder, where you met with the Dryad. Gave her some updates, which she seemed pleased by, um, before moving on to the Loggers' Camp. Which your intent was just to pass through the Loggers' Camp and down to Phandalin, except you came across a band of bandits there, which you quickly learned were the bandits that had in fact attacked Phandalin. Um, Marcus slipped in, just did some basic recon where he learned that they did attack Phandalin, but no, they did not kidnap Pell. But it sounds as if it might have been another individual that they picked up shortly before the attack on Phandalin and who disappeared shortly after. Uh, you all got that information, started to head away, and decided, why let the bandits kick around more? So you turned around and you punched their lights. You punched them all. You fucked them up. Um, and
Portia's body count has increased.
and you managed to spare one of the guard drakes. With Ylif and Sedge attempting to befriend him.
Nice.
Before moving on to Phandalin proper. So, you've got this guard drake who is, I believe, at this point, sort of laying down. He's starting to like munch on the food that you've like tossed it at this point. Uh, it's charged. The people that it was told to protect are dead. So it doesn't really have any motivation for continuing to fight. What are y'all doing?
It says the game still paused on
Oh,
my Foundry.
yep. There we go.
Awesome. I'm gonna say Marcus, before he starts investigating stuff, he like walks over to Doran, make sure that he's dead.
Yeah. I'm like not gonna make you roll
No, of
anything
course,
for
of
it. You
course.
guys fucked them up pretty badly.
No, I don't know that. It was more a Marcus thing to see if he's dead or not. He like grabs him by the back of his head, by his hair, and kind of lifts his face out of the mud. He just kind of looks at him for a second. As he's looking at him, he kind of just says to his dead body, "Mr. Rent now, Doran." He drops him back down to the ground.
All right.
Before he looks in his pockets for any paperwork or anything.
Um. Yeah. Make an investigation check.
Ooh. Ooh, actually, can I get help with this? Can I? I
Yeah,
whistle over to my. Sorry, I whistle over to my summon companion.
Oh yeah, your disgusting little star spawn thing. Yup.
Salute, come over here. I need some help. You're good at digging through pockets. Or I think you are.
Yeah. What do you need?
Yeah, just look in his shoes or whatever. I'll
Uh,
look through his pockets.
yeah, and you can make the investigation check with advantage.
Alright, cool. Alright, that's great. My first one was pretty low, but this one's 19.
Yeah, you dig through his pockets. You find, I think like a handful of silver, maybe like, we'll say 12 silver. Um, Not much in terms of the way of paperwork. Uh, he's got his weapons on him. He's got his armor, which is a little mangled now. He's got the handful of silver. Maybe some like rocks that he picked up. Some sand, some pocket sand. Um,
Nice. I can say it. That's for
but
you, Salute. Here you go.
nothing
Uh,
in terms of like paperwork or anything like that.
oh, light bulb. Before we move on, and I would like to go over to the wizard den and see if there's anybody here who would have something written down. I feel like it could be the wizard, like some kind of diary or something.
Diary, you say?
Yeah, if you want to, essentially, want to make another investigation to essentially search through the tents.
Yeah. I just want to see if maybe, possibly, someone in a non-official sense was just writing down their thoughts and whatever else, and like different jobs and all that good jazz. 'Cause
Quartermastering.
yeah, that's more official. But if there's like someone jotting down just their day-to-day stuff kind of deal, because then I feel like a recent event would be this new guy coming in. So
Yeah, go ahead and make another
So, yeah.
investigation. Take it with advantage because you do have your star spawn.
all right, 18 for that one.
18? Yeah, you dig through. Again, a lot of it is just random shit that the bandits seem to have been carrying with them, from when they had left Leyland. You would, I guess, eventually find, like, essentially a journal, written by, yeah, the mage, will say. Um, a lot of it, just flipping through, for the sake of my own sanity, a lot of it is, nothing really of interest, just like comments on their dealings in Leyland, on eventually somebody wisened up and chased them out. There's like progress on raising the drakes. There is a comment of like, oh, picked up, new guy, coming out of Leyland, seemed to be just down on his luck, looking for a chance to make some quick cash. There's a comment of, gonna attack Vandalin on the way, need to pick up supplies for journeying onwards, not gonna stay in the area. Then there is, comment after attacking Vandalin, which is that weren't expecting the resistance that we got. Seemed to be a small militia when we had heard that there wasn't anything there before. Didn't get as much as we liked, staying in Logger's camp for a little bit. And then there is, new guy disappeared, essentially. Whatever, we don't really care, we're just gonna move on.
Gotcha. All right, cool.
While Marcus is doing that, and Sedge and Ilif are trying to tame the Drake, can I start like circling the camp to see if I can find tracks, like single or like a double set of footprints of the new jackass who ran off? Just like to try and get a direction.
I think he ran off during the Fandolin thing. At least that's what the leader told me, right, TM?
Oh, yeah, hold on, yeah. When did he run off?
It looks like it happened, somewhere between them leaving Fandolin and them settling into Logger's camp.
Okay, so there's no fucking way. Got it.
Yeah, likely just some brief speculation of either, said, "Oh shit, banditry's not for me" in the middle of chaos in the attack on Fandolin, or got lost in the woods.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, I'd probably just be like chilling next to Porsche, keeping an eye out.
Yep. Ilif and Sedge, are y'all doing anything with the Drake?
Excuse me.
Yes. Sorry, I had my thing up. Wasn't there like a thing that I had where I used to befriend animals or some shit?
I think you have like high animal handling, if that's what you're referring to. I don't know exactly.
What? I know I don't. Holy shit. I used to like read the animals.
Yeah,
I don't think that
you
was like an
did
animal.
once upon a time, but yeah, I don't think you have a specific feature for it.
Okay. I turn to Ilith and I say, do you have any experience with drakes?
No.
Oh wait. I speak. Right? What languages do drakes speak?
Draconic.
It's safe to assume
Presumably.
Draconic.
I speak Draconic. I say to Ilith, I think I have an idea, and
Okay.
I start speaking in Draconic to the Drake, and I'm like, shit. What should I say?
Hi, all your people are dead. Come follow us. We'll feed you.
Yes. That's a good idea. I basically do the here pooch thing at the Drake, and Draconic. I say, we'll feed you. We have more food.
Yeah, you start speaking in Draconic, and immediately the Drake like perks up and sort of cocks its head. Clearly understands. And you mention food. And at the very least, go ahead and make an animal handling.
Advantage since I'm helping.
Yeah.
Ooh, thank you. Because I only have a +2 to that. Come on.
Beating my
Sedge
+1,
needs a new
so-
pair of boots. Okay, that's not bad. 19.
19. Yeah. The Drake doesn't at this point no longer seems hostile. Does seem interested in the prospect of food, but is remaining like sitting sort of at attention, looking between the two of you.
Like, I look at Sedge and I'm like, you're the one that can actually speak to it.
Can you speak? Speak.
Arc.
It essentially just barks. Drakes
Okay,
can understand Draconic but can't speak.
Okay, here?
It
Carve up some of the burnt person and hand it off to Sedge.
it like gets to its feet and very cautiously approaches the two of you.
I hold out the charred meat. Thank you, Ilith. Here, we won't hurt you. We have food.
Yeah, it's approaching very cautiously. It's not hostile, but you are strangers. It does have food, which is helping a lot. And between the two of you, it does appear to be, getting more comfortable slowly but surely. It like cautiously takes the food and then like steps back to munch on it,
Yes, the old wary dog trick.
Yep.
I turned to Ilith. What else should I do? Should I don't know, start reading poetry to it? That's worked before.
No.
Okay.
Do not
Out
read
here.
poetry.
Are you trying to read poetry to random creatures again, Sedge?
No. No, of course not.
Just keep feeding it, sit on the ground, be calm, don't bring Porsche with the body count near it, it's covered with the blood of its friends.
Porsche is a good horse.
I didn't say he wasn't.
He would never step on a drink intentionally. Unless I
So
asked
all the
him
body
to.
counts are okay.
Unless I asked him to.
Okay. So covered in the blood of his friends, maybe don't bring Porsche over here.
Okay,
I look over the Drake and I say, "Hey, what's your name, by the way?"
It is not an animal. It is not a beast.
Ah, no, that's true. Damn. I thought I'll give it a try. Like, I guess he doesn't understand my accent.
Haha! Finally, a creature you can't automatically speak with. Tis a tis a dragon, so your speak with animals doesn't work.
Understandable.
Marcus, you should really brush up on your draconic. It's very useful.
Not if I can't talk back to you, but okay, man.
I'm not talking about just in this instance. Draconic, celestial.
I guess I should do that. That way you can't talk shit about me behind my back like you usually do.
I don't do that. Ilif, I don't.
Really?
I don't speak, so I don't speak any of those. I speak Elvish, Common, and Sylvan. So
Oh, I speak Elvish too.
Yeah, I'm sure when you're mumbling to yourself, Sedge, in all your various languages that none of us speak, it's just you talking to yourself in a very
Hey,
positive fashion.
fuck. Doesn't Halu speak celestial? No.
Nope. That
Who
was
else
Fen.
spoke- Finn. Ah, shit.
We were both half elf, half orcs.
And he was the only one who spoke celestial. Damn it.
Yep.
Finn understood my celestial. We did not talk
who
any shit behind anybody's back.
was this person that can't be here to witness and testimony for that?
How convenient.
Yeah.
Fen left a while ago. He was with us for a little while. He was with us with the Gorthok incident.
He died, then came back again. It was a whole thing. Yeah, actually,
apparently.
Yeah, I
he came back over at that tent over there. Point over to the tent we're about to find
Ironically
out.
enough, this is the exact place he came
Oh
back
right, yeah. Yeah, what you did, that was fucking scary.
Yeah, good times. I had a third eye for a little while.
Oh,
Congratulations, or I'm sorry.
yeah, both. I'd stick with both.
He died, but he got better.
That sounds about
This is
right.
like a supernatural character.
All right, guys. So, how about we try to get all the stuff that was taken together,
Yeah.
Yep.
put it all into one big pile.
Is there like a would be a
Yes.
depending on the stuff, how much stuff there is, would we be able to get it all, like, pack it up on our mounts, like, saddlebag it? Or would we need to try and, like,
We can
rustle the
fashion a
wagon?
cart. You can make a sled out of branches, tie them together, put the stuff on it, and tie it to the back of the horses.
Is the wagon that we rode the ox on is still
No, we-
here, or did we
no,
pull
we
that
brought it
back?
I believe you brought it back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we didn't want him to
Because
be double pissed off.
Yeah, we strapped it to Porsche, probably. Yeah, I guess I would start. I was in the bathroom, so I missed some stuff. I'd start helping to, like, look for stuff that looks like it was from Phandalin. And start, like, making neat, orderly piles.
Yeah. You can find some.
And even if it's not from Phandalin, let's just take it back there.
Yeah.
They'll need it regardless.
For the sake of, like, you guys can just actually you guys can make investigation checks. Someone can make it with advantage, or you guys can make them separate.
Let's just do it
Best
separate.
investigation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Oh guys, by the way, I'm so rude in my manners. I forgot to introduce you guys. This is my my old friend here, Salute Confi. Salute. This is Sedge. Hello.
Ilif.
And Ilif.
Marcus,
Sorry, I'm
Good.
drawing a blank there.
Hey, how's it going?
Marcus, good gods, what is that?
Excuse.
That's awful
I'm
rude,
so-
don't you think?
Yeah, I'm so sorry,
Simply-
Salute. I don't know why they always do this. They Sedge, there's some things you should just say inside of your head, okay? That is not.
I
very nice.
immediately go into Marcus's head. Mind link.
That's
Marcus,
fair.
good God, what is that?
Stop being rude.
I'm not being rude. Can he also be in our heads?
I mean, sorry, what was your name? To the star spawn.
Name Salute Confi.
Salute.
Like the food.
be. No, he definitely ranks above Stinky.
Yeah.
You know,
Like-
that is fair.
Like,
to be fair, I
it's-
don't
it's-
think that's a high bar.
No, it's Papyrus, Lorcabarca, and Salu Comfy are all tied for like first place, and
Yeah,
then
I'll take that.
Stinky's down at like 50th.
Wow. What does Stinky do to you guys? Okay.
L.
What
Besides
hasn't he done?
smelling, ugh, and trying to take a bath in ancient water.
Jeez. I don't know why I take the time to introduce you guys to my friends.
I
Mm.
like, sort of. I like Papyrus and Larkabarka. Salu Comfy just
fucking-
took me by surprise. You're honestly terrifying, sir.
Good question
take
mark.
it. Yeah, I'll take it. Sir's fine. Sir's works.
Hey, I mean,
I was looking for a
my-
Dave M salute.
okay, me, the player, is like, what is this dude's pronouns? But Hello only knows pronouns in the sense of, like, you know, grammatical story, or like, she went to the market, like, not a cultural, like, some people go by they, them, some people go by he, like, nothing like that.
Look,
No, what
look,
fair?
look,
I
look.
don't think Mark.
Whatever
should
you
know.
want to call me, I don't give a shit. This little tiny thing is just like, I don't give a shit.
Cool.
Right.
Are you a fiend?
No. I'm pretty sure they're in a
Oh.
You can't just ask someone if they're a fiend, Sedge.
You're just on a roll today, son, don't you? You're gonna have to
There
take,
we
you're gonna have
go,
to take one of those
Ken.
classes.
Not fun to take. Take them every year.
Sorry, are the Banes of Thunder going to go through sensitivity classes now?
I think I'm
I
sure.
mean,
comments,
we're
I think we
already
should-
unionizing ourselves against each other. Why not?
You know what? I think we should definitely look into that, since every time I want to introduce you guys to someone, you guys physically recoil.
No, not every time, just with Stinky. Please, never someone
Anyways,
Stinky.
with those investigation checks, let me.
Oh yeah, I got a nat 20 by the way.
Boy,
Oh,
nice.
my.
So,
I got,
you all begin searching around the loggers' camp. Begin searching around where the bandits had set up. You do find it looks like they were traveling light for the most part. There are food rations. There are it looks like some minor valuables that they planned on selling in the next town over, which you can grab. Jewelry, silverware, small things. That look like they were able to nab before getting chased off. There are some weapons, real simply made weapons. Nothing super extravagant. Some arrows and bolts. A lot of it is, again, they were traveling light. They really only had their drakes from looks of things, and themselves. But you are able to sort of collect everything into saddlebags without really needing to cart all that much.
Nice.
Nice. Cool.
All right, let's go. Is the dragon dog coming with us? I can't
Yep.
believe we're bringing that thing with us.
I mean, it
What
doesn't
do
look
you
like
mean?
it's too opposed to following you all.
Okay. Okay.
It-
Do I now that we're out of battle and I can actually like look at this thing without, you know, it trying to bite my face off? Have I fought this? Do I know anything about this creature?
Make a history check.
Where's my dice? There it is. What's my history?
Can I help? Ooh.
Not in this instance.
Oh.
17.
Could I help by just pointing to the bag of holding symbol on it? Reminding them of their trauma?
I I think
Them
this...
flashbacks.
I don't think I need help being reminded of my trauma.
Trigger the flashbacks. Like you're staring at it, and I just hold the symbol up next to it, like.
Kill Bill sirens start playing in the background.
If you want the advantage on that, Halu, I will allow that to grant advantage.
Is it worth the cause?
Advantage, but at what cost?
You know what? No, I think Halu's kinda got kicked in the nuts a little too much lately. I'm
Okay.
just gonna say, like,
That's fair. That's fair. That's why I wanted to offer.
I think like Ylif starts holding it up, and Halu just like does like the face shielder like on the horses, you know, it's just like pointedly
Blinders.
ignores the bag, or like holds out their hand to just like cover the bag specifically, and not Ylif. Like you would cover the sun with like your hand when you're driving.
You like hold up a thumb, so that the thumb
Yeah,
just covers up the symbol and not Ylif.
All out,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
On a 17, I think you have fought these before. They're not exceedingly common. You would know that they're called drakes. These specifically are guard drakes, which are raised to be guards.
You did a damn good job.
Well, you know, sometimes their enemies burst past them and straight to the entity they're guarding. These are drakes, so guard drakes. They are relatively intelligent. They're as intelligent as, say, some fairly smart dogs in that they can understand a whole language, even if they themselves cannot speak it.
Excuse me.
I don't know if you'd know much more than that, because you would have just fought them.
Okay.
Your bites really hurt.
Yeah, that also
Yes.
you would know. Their bites and their claws are wicked sharp.
Yeah, I'd probably just like rattle that off, and probably be like, yeah, there's probably, depending on what language they were trained in, like specific trigger, like, you know, sit, stay, bite. Ugh.
There's one bite. One of us at bite.
No. Does not seem to respond to Helu rattling those off.
Interesting.
So just like proceed with caution. Probably try sit or shake. In just whatever language. And I try and help Elvish. Like I say in Elvish, like a sit.
Doesn't respond.
Yeah.
Elvin, sit.
Doesn't respond.
Let me try. Sit, and I say this in Draconic.
It looks at you,
Hold up the
and-
food.
yeah, and very
Wiggle it like a
cautious,
goddamn pair of keychains.
and very slowly sits,
Toss
Well,
up the
they
food.
snaps it out
Uh,
of the air.
Draconic at least. Food motivated. Once it gets friendlier, we can name it. Not
Ugh.
not that it needs a name, of course. It just would feel weird.
No, it's probably actually a good idea since they are guard drakes and are oriented towards whatever their charge is. Giving it a name to help associate with you, blah blah blah, good feelings, all that jazz.
How intelligent do you guys think these drakes are?
Intelligent enough to know to guard someone.
Oh, they are indeed fairly intelligent. They're like, you know, like, have you ever met like a really smart dog, like kind of a scarily smart dog?
My little sibling.
An actual dog, not.
No.
It's like
I've
that.
met dogs of the military.
Hey.
DM.
Yes.
In the Wizard Journal, when it talks about training the drakes, are there a list of names there?
A list of names?
Yeah. If it's talking about training drakes, you know, I figured it would use names or something to kind of narrow
At the very
down the
least,
progress.
say
Yeah.
what's going
Justin
on.
strikes again.
I
Just wondering, it just
So
if the
I'll
wizard
s-
was on top of it.
So I'll say yes, but it's not important. This could be a full situations where I'll let you guys name the Drake.
Okay.
Right, but is
What
there
are we
like a
gonna name it?
training like regimen of like how they were trained and stuff?
Oh yeah. It
Cool,
does say
okay.
that I was primarily trained in Draconic. I think all commands were given in Draconic. They does appear to have used food motivated results. And they were trained to be guard drakes. Yeah, they're
Guys, new team pet.
I, the player. Yay! Hello.
Marcus, we're replacing you as team pet.
Wow.
Aw.
Damn. Whoa.
That got into
Oh,
some weird
Said you
territory.
didn't
I
say
don't wanna
that.
be
Me, the
involved
player,
in.
said that.
Is Oscar with us? How does Oscar feel about our new
Yeah, I forgot about
growing menagerie of animals?
It's a part of
Oscar.
it.
Oscar is like watching with curiosity from probably like Marcus's shoulder, but is otherwise doesn't seem all that phased.
Okay.
DM, can I make an additional investigation check? Sorry for cutting you off.
Yeah. What are you looking for?
Now, you can tell me if this would have already been covered in the other investigation checks, but I know the first investigation check we made was to find all of the stuff that was stolen, from the people of Phandalin.
Mm-hmm.
I want to look, Marcus being Marcus, the way he's thinking is, hey, there's the leader, and there was someone right under him, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're a band of bandits, right? Obviously, the leader and the leader's lackey probably had most money or had a nice store of money, right? But they have to hide that money from everybody else, more or less. So, when you're moving from place to place, you might find a little hidey hole, a hollowed out log somewhere along a little river band, that kind of thing, under some dirt. So I just want to roll a check, Marcus being like, hey, I wonder if I can find our hidey hole.
I help because I also have the other side of this experience.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead and make.
Ironically enough, I have the laws side of this experience.
Yeah. Go ahead. Make investigation with advantage.
All right. The first one was a 6, but with that advantage, it's a natural 20.
Oh fuck yeah. Okay.
I just appear and it's just like you're like, where could it be? I'm like, oh, it'd probably be in that log over there.
Between the two of you, you sort of like parse out. You're like, well, this is an option, but given the situation, probably not. So you just kind of go down the list until you essentially figure out which one is the most likely. Where is this? There you are. Do-do-do-do-do. Where did my
Marcus's
tape
Kill
go?
Bill sirens go off as I'm talking because I'm the fucking narc.
And that's an arc for help. This is
Yeah, and eventually, you find like there is a bush along the banks of the river that, as you sort of like peer down into it, you see there's a dugout hollow where the roots sort of form a natural, like tent situation. That they just sort of continue to hollow out and use that as their temporary gold stash. And you all get, let's figure out.
Money, money, money.
Must be money in a rich man's world. Okay. We're using the treasure table for this. Let me just do that. So you find 230 silver,
Okay.
yes, okay.
silver?
and 110 gold.
He's okay. How much of this is Phandolin's though?
Yeah.
We can ask when we get there.
I feel like part of me feels like we should just give it all to them, right?
Yeah.
Just to be safe. We do got a lot of rebuilding to do anyway, so to get something good out of the bandits going through. Oh, yes.
Rob the robbers.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
and-
so yeah, Mooker scraps
It's
the
more
little,
like we
little
killed them
box.
first.
Shh.
And with that, are you all moving on?
Yeah.
Yep.
We've pretty much done every. Excuse me, I'm dying. Everything we needed to do.
All right. Yeah, you all, having finished up your business here at the loggers' camp, you continue on towards Phandalin. Pop back over to the Storm Coast map.
I command the Drake to follow us. And give it some meat? Does it follow at like a sedate pace?
Yeah, it follows at a little bit of a distance.
Alright, I'm gonna hang in the back then, make sure that I'm kind of always kind of within line of sight of it then.
Big is his Drake can salute ride him.
Hmm?
I said, how big is this Drake can salute ride him?
Don't torture the Drake like that.
No, I don't believe so, because I believe the Drake is a medium creature, and the Star Spawn is in fact a medium creature.
Also, how long does your star spawn last?
I just summoned it, so it's only gonna be around for an hour.
So yeah, okay, he disappears pretty shortly into your journey through the woods, which
Thank God.
with your mount, you're able to. I think it said normally it's like a 2.5 day.
Mm-hmm.
So with your mounts, you're able to essentially get to like the edge of the Neverwinter Woods before you have to set down to rest. Which it starts. You start traveling through the woods, and again, I won't have you guys make survival checks. You guys have done this so often that you know the way. The sun starts to set, and you realize that by the time you break the tree line and into sort of more plains area of the Storm Coast, it is dark. You have to find a spot to rest. Easy enough to do, which Ylif again is very weird that like it's sort of a weird that the Feywild nighttime was in some places night just never came, and in some places night was like pitch black. Here there is there is a moonlight. It is still the weird sort of gray muted colors, and still kind of like quiet and sedate here.
Yeah, I'm used to like constantly having like ambient. It's like when you go from the city to the country and you're like, where are the fucking ambient noises that I'm used to?
Yeah. So you all sit down to rest. And for the sake of brevity, I won't have you guys keep watch.
No, we must keep watch. It's a tradition. We need level 1 bandits trying to rob us. It's funny.
The Storm Coast is a little bit safer now that there is no dragon flying around. It doesn't mean it's free of danger, but
Point at the bandits.
I can do the watch if you guys want. Unless there was some roleplay you guys wanted to do while you rest.
I think I had like one thing with Ylif, if that's okay,
Jesus.
Jean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to bond with the Drake some more, so I'll also take a watch.
I won't have you guys roll for watches essentially, but you guys can
Too
sort
high
of
level,
stand...
nothing aggro's anymore.
Maybe later, maybe as things happen, there will be things potentially aggroing. But you all can sit down to watch. Helu and Ylif can take a watch.
For a while, it's definitely very awkward. Before Helu turns to Ylif. I wanted to apologize about back when we met your family. They're very nice. I just wasn't expecting, and I gestured to the bag.
No, that's fair. I mean, I knew my mom came from Neverwinter, but you know, small world, I guess.
Yeah. I just...
But like, what exactly did this guy do to you?
I was a gladiator. A beast gladiator. And that was my whole life.
Okay, my next question was it voluntary? And I think the answer is no.
No, he started having me train when I was 5 years old.
Oh, that's not okay.
No. No. It was all I knew. Until he wanted me to go from beast to men. And when I refused, I realized I was in danger. And that this, or what was being done to me, was an
Not
abnormal.
okay.
Yeah. I've spent so long running from it that going to a whole other plane of existence, which I didn't even think was real, and seeing that scared me.
Yeah, no, that would be really weird and freaky and scary, honestly. If I had something like that happen, I would have been freaked out too. No, my mom, from what I've been told, left like a while ago, like when she was maybe a little older than 18. I'm not sure.
I never saw her, so that it was definitely before my time.
Yeah, she also never talked about any of her family. All I know is she doesn't like them. For a clearly fucking good reason. Jesus.
Yeah. I'm glad, though. I'm glad you have her. I'm glad she's good to you.
Yeah.
She is good to you, right?
Yeah, no. She's good.
Okay.
She's good.
Okay.
Her and my dad are both good.
Okay, that...
You have...
Good.
Because, like, you have your brother.
It's... hazy. I don't... They watched me from when I was little, very little. Me and Renan, we played together a lot. And then they had to go, and I didn't know why. And then they were gone. I think they wanted me to go with them, but I
didn't know how you were being treated wasn't okay, so why would you leave?
Yeah.
That's not your fault.
I'm starting to realize that I'm just very anxious to get back to the Feywild to get my brother.
And Blossom.
And yes.
We'll find your brother. Don't worry.
And thank you for coming here and for helping in the Feywild.
Yeah, of course.
And I want to help you get back home quickly too, so that you can still see your family too.
I mean, I don't plan on, biting the bullet out here. If a world-splitting, game-changing magic couldn't kill me, I don't think a sword's going to. But that'd be kind of anticlimactic.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. No, I want to help you guys. I've only known you for a month, but like you guys are friends. So. Also, if we get to Neverwinter, I will just help you kill this person. Like, help you. Like, sure, he's my uncle. Who gives a shit? Uncles be damned. Uncles are fucked. I hate them.
That you get a very startled laugh out of Hello when he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna just fucking help you kill this dude." It's like, right, shit. He's a mortal man. He could die. What the fuck?
I've killed men younger and or older than him, and I've had more cause. Sure, this is 100% out of my jurisdiction. It also means I can't face repercussions.
Also, I feel like Lady Chandra would be like,
Oh no, she would just sign the paperwork, pay my bail, and be fine.
yeah. I feel like she wouldn't,
So she'd never know. Why would anyone tell her?
I won't. I'm not gonna say shit.
There's a stipend in my paycheck for bastards. Sure, it's usually for bastard children, but we've finagled the contract rules for if I have a limit of
family members.
It's less of a stipend and more of an allowance. I have an amount of bastards I can use, and that's my bail money.
Oh well,
the former contract wasn't written.
Bastard quota for the year. I guess it rolls over to the next quarter.
I mean, the bastard quota either rolls over, I can get paid out. It's one or the other. The contract was not written in a way that didn't stop me from doing this, so 100 just respected the hustle, honestly. He didn't want to deal with the paperwork, but it would need changing it. Yeah, no, he's not in my jurisdiction, but I feel like if push comes to shove, I can just put him on my bastard quota.
Yeah, no, and you know what? I won't say shit. I would be incredibly thankful having you at my back.
So hear me out. Hear me out. In an irony twist of fate, we somehow get him into the gladiatorial arena and we just skewer him. Like a pig.
More irony for you. We get him into the pit, and then we release all the animals on him.
Ooh. Okay, but the poor animals. He must be so chewy.
He's like 50 years old?
Okay, but 50-year-old, probably rich bastard that doesn't do a goddamn day of exercise in his life.
Yeah.
He's gonna give the poor animals, gastrointestinal problems.
Well, I wouldn't say he's completely helpless. He does have my teachers.
Okay, but that's not him.
Yes, but they are formidable.
Okay, but we're gonna just punt him into it and feed him to the lions.
Lions were assholes.
So I feel like the animals would very gladly turn on people that hurt them, you know?
I was one of the people that hurt them.
Okay, but you haven't hurt them in a while, and if you feed them beforehand, you'll be fine. Anyway,
no.
I want to, Iron. I'm going to kill this dude for you, or kill him enough so he can't hurt you, and then you can kill him.
I don't know if I would want to kill him anyways.
Okay, I'll do it. I have no moral quandaries about that.
Go right ahead. Maybe I'll kick him in the face. I don't know.
In the balls.
Or that. I don't want to be angry. Ugh.
No, but he'll get his karma, and we'll just deliver it.
Thank you, Ylif.
Of course.
And hey, in a really weird twist of fate, you're getting some justice for your mom too.
Yeah.
They probably did something to her, and that honestly, it wouldn't surprise me.
I think she got disowned. Actually, I don't know if she got disowned. Could I be an heir? Could I get the I need to look over this family tree contract, because if they die and I can get that money.
You'd have to ask Sedge for more details on the River District. I didn't even know he was the Lord of the River District until I mentioned him to Sedge.
Can I, as we're ending our walk, can I just nudge Sedge awake, and I'm just like, Sedge, 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 Sedge.
Sedge.
What? I fling out my sword. What's wrong?
No,
Where's
no.
Dylan? Where's Dylan?
Dead.
Ooh.
The dragon.
Yes.
We call
But, what's the matter?
So what is the history
something with
of
the Drong? With the Drake?
No, he's sleeping peacefully. So I need a history of the River District and like the Lord gastrointestinal issues.
What time is it?
It's your watch anyway.
Like 1 a.m.
It's your watch anyway. We just wanted to wake you up a little early, like a half hour early.
Okay.
I need to know if I'm going to inherit if we kill him. I'm technically his like niece.
Okay, this is
Out.
a lot of
Plotting
information,
revenge.
and I just woke up. This is a lot. I just woke up.
We were plotting revenge for Halu, and we need to know if I'm going to get money from it.
I'll make some Sedge some appeasement tea to like butter him up.
No appeasement tea is necessary, but I would like tea. After I wake up a little bit more for, I guess, our watch now.
Go to bed eventually.
I can tell you all about Lore, this fucking fuckface Stormin, and
Gastrointestinal issues.
And
What is this family tree? Because I don't know if my mom got this. My mom doesn't know if she got disowned actually. So
let me wake up a little bit more.
okay.
As far as I'm aware, he doesn't have children or a wife. But I never.
15 minutes later.
Yeah.
Marcus is sleeping peacefully through all of this.
Yeah, I'm like,
a
you know what?
history check.
You know what, Ylif? Give me the rundown in the morning. I am in fact very tired.
Yep.
I leave them to their plotting.
I wake up the guard drake. I get a stick first of all, and I say
Are you gonna play fetch?
no. I poke it with the stick to wake it up. I don't approach it. I say Pooch, wake up.
I'm gonna name it Pooch if you keep calling it that.
I don't know what to call it yet.
It
Call it
wakes up.
August.
Did you just say call it Marcus?
Oh, I said call it August.
Okay.
August. Why?
I don't know. Just call it August.
That has to be a group decision.
You're Drake.
You were instrumental in getting it to follow you, Ylif.
It's our Drake. I'm calling it August.
Oh, come on. I'm sure we can come up with a better name than August.
I like August.
Please. Okay. So I kind of don't want to name this thing August because my second father was named Augustus, and that's
In
kind of a
memoriam.
sore point for me.
In memoriam.
I'm not going to name a drake after Father Augustus.
That's kind of
Father
morbid.
Augustus is not deserving to be named after?
I would name a child that I would probably never have after him.
So just call the Drake.
That'd be one funny looking baby.
Shut up.
Marcus, shut up, go to bed.
The Drake for its part at this point
We're having a
is,
slumber party now, guys.
is just sitting up and watching the two of you go back and forth. It's just watching.
Okay, what about Augie?
Okay, that's actually kind of cute.
We'll workshop it. I take out
Oh, aren't
some
you so
dried
cute,
meat ration.
Augie?
I take out some dried meat
I'm gonna call it
ration
Augie.
and hand it to the Drake.
Hand it to Augie.
Drake.
Takes
I
it
have
Augie.
takes it gingerly and munches on it.
I begin talking to the Drake. Are you in Draconic, of course? Do you water? Food?
It is munching on the rations that you gave it, but in terms of water, it just kind of turns and looks at like a little creek that's just going by.
Okay. Keep watch, please.
It like gives an answering bark, but you can make that history check on the history of the Stoneman family if you'd like.
Can I have advantage? Do
Yeah,
we
sure.
know anyone?
Could I also roll this history check?
Yeah.
Even
I
if
guess
You're
Marcus is
asleep!
awake. No, Marcus is awake. Marcus fucking woke up. Marcus made the baby comment.
I mean, if there's a criminal element to this,
You said history?
Yep.
Spicy. I rolled a 19. Let me see what my modifier is.
my history, yeah.
Pretty sure it's pretty decent. If D&D Beyond would load. So, them Yankees, right?
What the fuck's a Yankee?
Typically a slang term for a northerner.
You
I thought it was a candle.
you all would be
I thought it was a
Neverwinter.
baseball team.
Neverwinter is the north part is the northest part of the Storm Coast.
All are Yankees.
23.
23.
That's a grand total of 23.
Yeah.
All
you-
y'all are Yankees.
You might have done some like looking into sort of the history of Neverwinter, as it relates to like say Mount Hotenau, in the eruption. But I think you would remember having read something about the Stoneman family, which is that a daughter of the Stoneman family did up and leave, sort of without the family's like express permission. And so afterwards, the family would have disowned the daughter publicly, even if she was not there to learn that she was disowned.
Okay. Does that mean legally I'm disowned? She was disowned.
DM, can I chime in?
Yes.
I do have a law degree in Neverwinter.
You have
Oh my god.
you have what? Sorry.
My law degree.
Oh
son of a
Jesus.
bitch.
I mean, if anybody's gonna answer this, it Neverwinter's
Yeah, because like publicly being disowned is very different than privately, like actually in the paperwork being disowned.
So by Neverwinter law,
Here we go.
are there loopholes by any chance? Can this be fought in court after death?
Jesus.
You know what? I can't even say what do you know about law. You literally exonerated me.
I think it'd be a situation where there's like a hyper-specific exception, which is if the Stoneman family, if there are no like legal heirs to the Stoneman family,
I'm to murder some people.
and there is nothing in the will about like where the money goes, even a legally disowned Stoneman member of the family.
Okay. Here's the important question though. Is my mother legally disowned?
Uh,
publicly disowned does not inherently mean that she was legally disowned.
I don't think any of you would know that. Even with the high history, you know publicly what happened. You'd have to like look into the records in Neverwinter to learn that.
And we'd
It's
have to
always
go to
fucking
fucking Neverwinter.
We have
to
to
do
know
that.
anyway.
Oh, no, we don't. Who said that? Who said to go to Neverwinter?
Listen, God is telling you you'll need to go to Neverwinter.
Ugh.
There is no avoiding it.
Drama!
I will pause and though I'll look at Marcus. I'm like, how do you know the net?
Did we never explain how Marcus and I met?
No, the only thing I was told was that you met in prison.
Yes, so I was on trial for murder.
Yes,
And Marcus exonerated me.
legally.
And legally, he
Legally?
Yes. Yes. And the reason that Marcus and I are together now is because I said, oh, if you prove my innocence, I will owe you a life debt, thinking that he would not prove my innocence and I would die. And here we are.
The one thing I've learned about Marcus is never bet against him.
Well, that was before I knew him. Knew him. And then we met Hello in Vandalin, I believe.
Mhm.
Hello.
Lou's asleep. Lou is sleeping. Don't wake them up.
Mm.
You're fine, hello.
And we've had so much fun said. I think that's way better than hanging off some tree somewhere.
Damn, that's dark.
You know what? I would have to agree. These last several months have been a roller coaster. I mean, a fucking crazy rag and wide. Fuck.
Nice save.
There's no
Nice
roll-
save.
There's no roller coasters. But is fortunately better than being dead.
That's true.
God, I hate it here.
So yeah, kid. According to the law, there's a chance. I'll tell you what. Might have to convince your mother though.
Would I be able to, as her kid, step in, or would I have to get her here from the Feywild?
There
I
would
would
need to be
have-
proof of your lineage, essentially.
Are there blood tests?
No, but
You
uh,
are
You do
not
have your
father.
dagger. You do have your dagger. Or
Yeah, I
I'll
have
tell
the
you what,
bag
it's
and
on
all
there.
of that, and I have my birth certificate. I carried my paperwork with me.
there is also the idea that most noble families, or at least families of importance, carry a signet ring that is,
Oh yeah, I'd have one of those.
or your mother would.
My mother, you think she actually would have held on to that? That would have gone to one of the kids.
You think? I'm pretty sure your mother would have essentially tossed it in a box somewhere in the attic, and then just did not talk or look at it.
I like the dagger thing.
Oh,
Makes
then I
sense to me.
probably fucking grabbed it when I was like the bag. It was probably in the bag of holding.
Might be buried in there.
I think signet ring for the fucking Stoneman family, and I reach into the bag of holding.
I will roll a D100.
God, I hope this. Like, what are we like above 50%? Yes. Below, go fuck yourself.
I'm thinking either it's either a 50-50 shot or a 1 in 4 chance. That's where
Okay,
I'm
okay,
stuck
okay.
between.
I think 50-50 because like if my mom was because in theory she was traveling with this bag,
That's
so
fair.
she would have probably stuck the signet ring in it.
Okay. 50-50. So you tell me, am I rolling above 50 for yes or below 50 for yes?
Hmm.
Let the dice decide.
Well, I need to know
No.
like what range.
I
is
say
considered
we
a
go
yes to
below.
that.
See, it's up to you, Jane, but I say below.
I'm always terrible at this. Let's go below.
Okay.
So it would make sense that she'd like put it in the bag that she was traveling with when she didn't want it.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Um, that is a 43.
Oh,
Yeah.
You think Stoneman family signet ring, stick your hand in the bag of holding, and you feel a small box. You pull it out, open it up, and there does appear to be, it's tarnished and old, looks like it hasn't seen any good polish in a while, but there is in fact what appears to be a Stoneman family signet ring.
Oh
Fuck
my
yeah.
god.
And I'm like,
Love
I'm
that.
happy. I'm like, fuck yeah, time to commit legal inheritance.
Legal identity fraud.
Not identity fraud if I'm showing that I'm a descendant.
That's so funny. This is so
Um,
funny.
That's
wow! Would you look at that
you
kid?
or actually wow. We can actually do a lot with this.
Yeah.
Hold on.
No,
Yeah, for
that's
sure, man.
that's a lot of okay. No, that's a signet ring is like what fucking nobles use to identify their bitchiness, right? Okay.
Yes. That can get us into a lot of different places.
If it gets cleaned up, no one
Neverwinter.
will. Yeah, if it gets cleaned up, then won't people just think it's the normal signet ring? Like,
Yes. Get it cleaned up. We can get into a lot of different places in Neverwinter
I would
just by
say be
you brandishing
careful,
this ring.
It would be
Yeah.
it would be pretty, I
flaunt around too
believe,
much.
like unique to each member of the family, so it would have your
Yeah.
mother's initials on it. But yeah, to most folks who like wouldn't be aware to look for that sort of thing, this would just be a Stopen family crest.
fuck yeah.
If Helu was awake, she would shit her pants.
It's giving you guys
In a good
so
way
much
or a bad
power.
way?
Both, I think. I think it'd be like a, oh my god, we can get into so much shit with this. Oh my god, we can get into so much shit with this. Guys, oh my god, let's get into so much shit with this. Like, it's a myriad of what amount of chaos can we do in the shortest span of time possible.
The TLDR is you all have an eventful first night in the Prime material.
And I'm
Yeah.
asleep for it.
I'll fill you in when we wake up.
Yeah, I asked you to like fill me in.
God damn. Is there anything else anyone wants to do this night?
So yeah, kid.
I
If you
can't
ever if you ever want to go after that inheritance, you can take me on. I'm only a 10% retainer fee, so we might have a
Okay,
shot.
once you get your memories back, can we lower that down for a friend discount?
He doesn't
Oh.
do friend discounts.
Oh
My bad.
God.
That was the friend discount.
Oh, okay.
That was the friends and associate discount.
Okay, that works.
Yes,
That's
the fee that I had to pay was absolutely deplorable.
Okay. Yeah, your life. No, that works actually.
Your
because it's-
life!
No, in addition to my life, there was an additional monetary fee.
Really?
Yes.
Hey, I'm good at what I do.
I don't disagree.
I do have to give him that. He did get me off some pretty steep murder charges.
I don't disagree. Okay.
Community service, no nothing.
Also, wait, why are you calling me kid? I'm fucking older than you.
How old is Alfian?
He's
26.
Like Edge's age.
I don't know.
Love the idea that
17!
Marcus has thought that Ilif is like fucking like 21 or something, and it's like, Marcus, how old are you?
I don't even know anymore.
And look at Seth. How old is Marcus?
He regressed 3 years.
Okay, but like mentally, other than 5.
Sorry, I am trying to do like, with 17 plus 3, he was like 20.
He was
Fuck.
like
21.
21, I believe.
21. Marcus was 21 before he did something stupid and his patron did not like it.
Okay.
I
26.
clap Ilif on the shoulder and like, congratulations on being the oldest person in this party. It's a thankless job.
Oh. I hate all of you.
Well, until we figure out who exactly Blossom is, and then that could change.
That won't change anything. You know it won't.
Unless Blossom gets like a personality transplant when we figure it out, which would
She
be
very
sad.
Mel White.
But I'm asleep, so.
This is like all in the morning, right?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, but Marcus, I'm 26. I'm older than you, I'm pretty sure.
Might be older, I just think I'm wiser. That's why you're kid. Now, I'm gonna have my morning tea.
They're just. If this conversation does happen in the morning, just uproarious laughter from Hello at the wiser comment. Just like old man hand slapping the knee, wheezing laughter, and it is 100% pointed at Marcus. It is not laughing along with him.
You all sort of eventually broke off your conversation to sleep, but you woke up, continued it as if nothing happened, as if there was no interruption.
Yeah, that sounds like ADHD people.
Yeah. And you all pack this up as you all pack up, have this conversation. You guys have to pause for like a solid 5-10 minutes while Helu like catches her breath from the laughter. It's like every 5 minutes you guys have to pause and concentrate on whatever you're talking about, because you guys just get so into the conversation of just like, wait, hold on a minute, I have a ring.
Ring time.
Yeah.
Followed by,
When
wait a
the
minute,
entire
I'm older
party
than
hits
you.
ADHD.
Yeah, no, the ring thing would have been in like the morning of just because I was fucking tired, wouldn't have thought of it in the morning. It's like shit. Wait, I could be wealthy. I could fuck over the shitty people. All the way.
That's what all the wealthy people think before they become wealthy.
Technically speaking, we are wealthy. We're
We
extremely
have a
wealthy,
manor
actually.
house.
Yeah.
It's a
You have a
shithole
what?
in Phandalin. We'll show you. It's a shithole.
Oh, it's
I
pretty
I
much.
lived in a
Large shithole.
2-story apartment over my.
We didn't tell you about the manor, the manse. Not
No!
the
Yeah,
manor.
the manor. Now, listen, it's been a month now. I set it up for the repairs to get started, so
They're not gonna
No.
be done that quickly.
I know, but it should look a little better. You know, maybe they patched up the ceiling a little and stuff.
Well,
got rid of
I'm
some of the
hoping that
decorations.
when most of Phandalin took refuge, when some of Phandalin took refuge in it, they, cleaned up a little bit at the very least.
Yeah.
Yes, Ed, she'll totally think of that when there's a dragon overhead,
Yeah.
spewing
To be fair-
ice and
To be fair,
illusions upon their brow.
some people really cannot like they stress clean. That's like my dad stress cleans.
Stress clean?
Yeah, when
What
you
the
get
fuck is
stressed
that?
and it's when you get stressed and you clean instead of thinking about your problems.
Yes, my mother did that.
It's a way of like if you have no control, you at least have some control. So therefore,
I don't think a lot of people do that when they're at other people's houses, though.
I forget that you actually have a mother Sedge and that you just didn't pop into existence.
Like, just imagine being over at
What
somebody's house. You start
is
worrying
that
about your
supposed to
pet.
mean? What is that
You
supposed to
start doing their
mean?
dishes.
I have a
Wait,
mother
you
and a
haven't?
father.
you have a father?
Yes, I have two
And it's just
aunts.
a roast session out here today.
I have 2 aunts and an uncle, and
Wait, you have extended family?
Damn.
yes.
Damn, man.
Damn.
Yes.
I mean, turns out my extended family run Chuck and Chow gladiatorial rings, so
Well,
Says, does your dad just look like exactly like you with some wrinkles and like a receding hairline?
I actually take after my mother.
Oh my god, so it's just
like
like a
that's an
lady
insult
version
to your
of you?
mother.
I'm not insulting my mother. I
I
look
think
like
so.
my
Sedge is a
father
very pretty
when-
man.
I looked like my father when I was younger, but I kind of grew into my mother's features. It's a Kalashitar thing, okay?
Yep, sure, totally.
I gotta see these people now.
This is
Sorry, I just gotta see
incredible.
them.
If I have it my
I
way,
love-
you will never
I
meet
love-
my parents.
I love how off track, how off the walls bonkers we have gotten with this conversation.
Oh, this is good. This is good. I can now
Love the Sedge lore. That he looks more like his mom.
Said floor drop.
Sedge lore drop.
God, you guys
Well,
have so many
you-
creatures.
Well, yes, I do have parents. My father is the Archbishop of Candlekeep of the Temple of Erithus, and my mother is the High Priestess.
Oof.
That sounds.
Holy.
I suppose I am a paladin of Erithus, so kind of was just natural progression of things.
God, I forgot. one of
We love the
elves
family
should
business of
take
smiting people.
I bet Sedge's mom is a MILF. I'm just calling it now.
Smack Marcus
You know
on the
what?
head.
We're not going to talk about this anymore.
What's a MILF?
A mother
We're
I'd love
not-
to fuck.
And with that,
Thank you, Ela.
I feel like Sedge just covers my mouth as I'm about to say that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We
And-
are not talking about it anymore.
It's a
And
word
with
for a
that,
beautiful woman.
which seems like a great segue. You guys have
Other
spent
people have called my mother a MILF.
a lot of the morning traveling to Phandalin, having this conversation on the back of your mounts, as you plod along. Which you do arrive in Phandalin, I think, just before the afternoon. Which I'll go
So
ahead.
boring here. Where are the flying pixies? Where are the fucking walking trees? Where are the drugs?
The Feywild, where
drugs.
they
Oh,
belong.
good.
It's
Indeed,
good.
some.
Usually you have to take them before you see the things you're talking about, but they're here.
You arrive in Phandalin for the first time in about like a month and a half. The
I miss
city,
this place, honestly.
the Phandalin is a small miners' town because it has been a while, and also this is the first time Isla's been here. It is
Hi.
a small mining town. There's a couple of, it's mostly dirt road with some cobblestone like embedded into it, sort of more gravelly. There are farms on the outer edges of it. Some orchards as well, along with like the main road that leads into sort of this plaza. It is located along the northern side of the Mare of Dead Men, as well as along the, I think, Star Meadow Hills is what they're called. But you can see that the town has kind of recovered from the attack from Cryovane. Last time you were here, there were large spikes of ice in various points around around the town. They have been greatly reduced, though they don't look as if they've melted. They might have melted a little, but not a whole lot. It is dragon ice, so.
Damn.
But it looks as if it's been chipped and shrunk by hand meticulously. But you can.
Hey, they have ice cubes now.
Yeah,
they're using it for,
yeah,
like,
they do.
mimosas and shit.
Yeah. Hey, look at that dragon ice. Very useful for, say, ice boxes.
Yeah, for real.
They could just sell it. That's their primary production. Is just
Oh, that gold the bandit stole? That was icebox money, baby!
Hey
here's
guys,
the thing. Just chip it off, put it in the metal box, and then that'll help keep it.
Oh yeah.
hey guys, I think we should stop over by the town masters first. Drop off our sacks.
Okay, but what if we stopped off at the church first?
Or the
yeah,
shrine, see if.
I mean, we passed by it on the way there. See if we can see someone. The shrine's kind of out in the open, right? It's less of a building.
Yeah, it's. Right here. But, after we should do the townmaster quickly, hit the shrine, and then
Drop by
find
myself, yeah.
Falcon.
Sounds good, yeah.
Goodbye. Who just left?
We lost the
That
bot.
was the bot was being
Oh.
weird and was not responding to any of my commands for some reason. Please
You
no.
can put Probot into the server. Fredboat is tired.
Yeah, Fredboat for some reason is not responding to any of my commands. That's fun.
Fred boat. Don't you mean Snowflake Dylan the Third is dying to us? But yeah, like, how are people like doing okay? Is there like damage to the buildings? Are people out and about? Like, what is
People are out and about. Like,
the general atmosphere?
this appears to be a whoop. This appears to Phandalin appears to have gotten back in order with itself. Houses have been rebuilt. People are milling about. There appears to be like a small group of people currently chipping away at the ice formation in the center of town. There are they move out of the way with your like parade of mounts, and there are a couple of people that recognize
Drake.
you all. Yeah, and the Drake that recognize you all, and they're like, and they're waving. There's big smiles. There's like you guys left. You guys killed the dragon, and they called you the Banes of Thunder. Phandalin seems to know you all. There is the Shrine of Luck in the center of town. There is Stonehill Inn as well. A couple of farmers do greet you all, give you waves as they go about their day. But yeah, it appears that Phandalin is back in working order.
All right.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
I'd probably ask someone if they'd seen Falcon, like where Falcon and Corbin are.
You ask about yeah. God damn it. You ask about Falcon, and one of the random people would be like, "Oh, he's usually at this time of day in the field behind like whoop, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, go away, please. He's usually in the field back behind these houses here, behind the Lion Shield coaster.
Okay.
Wrong. Wait.
Yep, I'd thank them.
Yeah, and they sort of tip their hat and they go about their day. There are some lingering stares on Ylif.
I think Ylif's not used to.
Whoa, Christ,
Jesus.
Loud.
Oh yeah,
Um,
sorry. New bot.
Who dis?
There we go.
Just lowered it for me.
Yeah, I you know what? Do I see people? I have a 15 passive. Do I see people staring at Ylif?
I think yeah, it'd be a little noticeable. Also that you all are riding in on elks. Marcus is on a skeleton horse.
Yeah.
And there is a guard drake. People are staring in general. And also Ylif is just a new face, as well
Okay.
as elves in the Storm Coast aren't terribly common as is.
Okay. I'd probably just like say to like not like booming voice, like just like loud enough for people to hear. Basically like this is our friend Ylif. They are an honorary member of the Banes of Thunder and a trusted friend.
Yeah, some of the people that like you've talked with in the past as part of the quest you just kind of go, okay, shrug and nod and continue on. There are little kids that are just fully staring at the elks that go past, and also the skeleton horse, and I imagine the faintly glowing celestial horse, and aren't so much staring at
horse.
yeah. But combined with skeleton horse and also elks, riding elks, yeah, there are kids that are full just like watching this go, like stopped in the middle of like whatever game they were playing. Yeah, what are you all doing?
I'm fucking following them. I don't know where the fuck to go.
I guess in order, since we're going down the main road, have a quick look in the Shrine of Luck, see if the priest is out there. Then Town Master's Hall. Then the field in the very back where Falcon is, yeah.
Alright. And as you guys go, I imagine for those who you guys did talk about it, look over the way up the hill to where Tresendar Manor is. You see that for the most part, for the month and a half that you've been gone, the framework of the house has been rebuilt. And so the roof has been complete, and a lot of sort of the outer shell has been built up. Obviously,
Yeah.
construction's not complete, but a good portion of it is on its way.
Looks livable at least. Like the roof ain't gonna cave in on us. Is what you're saying?
Well, livable. There are still some definitely holes in the walls, where they've cleared out the debris and sort of rebuilt the frame of the house.
I'll take it. In this market right now? Come on.
But yeah, you go through town and you approach the Shrine of Luck, which is sort of the town doesn't really have a church or a temple. This is the closest thing to it. There is a woman there, in sort of robes of Tamora, attending to the shrine, looks up as she sees you all approaches, and there's like a big smile on her face. I don't know if you guys have actually met her before.
No, we
we
have.
we
Okay.
have.
Okay.
Just don't
Yeah.
remember her name.
We only met her the one time.
Sister Garael, I believe, is her name. Let me look at my notes.
Sister
Yes.
Garel, well met.
She smiles. She goes, "Well met indeed. It's been some time." Sister Garael is an elf. I know I said that elves aren't terribly common, but she is, in fact, an elf.
How are you holding up with recent events?
Well,
Must get pretty chilly being here at the shrine when you're right next to that huge ass icicle.
oh, I have my own magics. My faith in Tamora, of course, keeps me warm inside. But Vandal has been doing quite all right. Recent bandit troubles aside.
We won't be worrying about them anymore.
Oh,
We took care of them.
We ran into them.
you all continue to be beacons of light on this town. And
We
Thank you.
try.
and she looks at you, Eilif, and she goes, and who might you be? I'm Sister Garael of the Faith of Tamora.
It's a pleasure to meet you. You may call me Eilif Crimsonlight.
It's wonderful to meet you as well. If you are a friend of these folks, then you are a friend of Phandalin. And I do notice, speaking of friends, there does appear to be one missing.
Blossom is in the Feywild.
In the
currently.
Feywild, indisposed.
Whatever the
Getting help
story-
with her recurring memory issues.
Ah, right. Well, I hope things go well for her then. Was
Yes,
there something you needed?
Yes, Sister Grail?
Garael,
Yeah.
yes. Hold on, I'll put the name in voice chat.
It's also right next to the Shrine of Luck. It's labeled
Oh
on the
yeah,
map.
so it is Sister Grail's home.
We are in need of your assistance.
Well, I'll do my best.
Marcus here, I'm not sure if you're aware, but a byproduct of the Feywild is that those who do not have Fey ancestry, such as herself and Eilif and Helu, they prone to lose their memories if they leave. And Marcus here has been afflicted. He has no recollection, and I prayed to Erithis, and she showed me a vision of shrine here, and we hold on. This is the player talking.
Mhm.
Fuck.
Can you help undo the
we-
memory?
Yes, we ascertained that it was a curse of sorts, and we were hoping for your assistance. Perhaps.
Curse of sorts.
Key for gore.
Marcus, if you would please step forward.
Okay. Getting called in front of the class, sure. Marcus gets off Swifty. Walks on over.
You approach Sister Garael, who does take a moment and with your permission will sort of examine you.
Yeah, cool.
She takes a moment, kind of examines you. There's like a faint glow at her hand. She, before it dissipates, and she steps back. She goes, "I see what you mean. Unfortunately,
Oh.
I myself don't have the magic to counteract this sort of thing, but I do know those who would.
Let me guess.
Let me guess.
In Neverwinter?
Never.
Neverwinter would have the priests capable of such magics attending to the temples there. I am a simple acolyte of Tamora here. I can give you letters of introduction, essentially.
That'd be
Would be
wonderful.
greatly
They
appreciated.
would owe me favors. Yes, I would ask, though, that if you are going to Neverwinter, that you do something for me while you're there.
Of course, anything. Almost anything.
Within reason.
Oh, it's nothing serious. Simply that. Pull up my notes. I do have a small package that does need to be delivered. It is a gift for one of my sisters in the city. You'll just need to leave it on her doorstep, essentially.
Of course.
Where exactly in Neverwinter? Which district?
She...
What is her name?
Sister name? That is not something I forgot to prepare because I'm a dumbass.
Haha, DM mood.
Arati. Sister Arati in,
Erotica?
I slap Ilif on the back of his head.
Sorry.
Please do not mind him. His mouth speaks faster. His mouth speaks
I'm
faster.
not from
than
here.
mine.
It is no worries. I understand that they're, we try to be polite about her name. No, but she lives, where is the map? I had the map. It is gone.
We got crunchy all of a sudden.
Nope.
I got a beat to it, don't it?
She lives within the Protector's Enclave district, closer to the temples there, and she can essentially give you the address. But are you headed to Neverwinter immediately?
No.
Uncertain at the time. As of right now, no, but that could rapidly change depending
Yes,
on how conversations go later in the day.
It depends. We have a few stops to make. The town masters. We have to talk with Falcon. But we will let you know.
All right. Yes. When you head to Neverwinter, just swing by, and I'll have the package ready.
I do have to ask. This isn't like poisoned food or anything,
No,
is it?
no, goodness, no.
Or drugs, right?
No, of course not. It is. It's a gift from my sister to help her keep warm in the coming winter.
Yeah, we can deliver that, no problem.
Thank you. No, I would never dream of such a thing.
Of course, we wouldn't dream. You doing that either? I'm not sure why they asked you that.
I understand that there are all sorts of people, and that it does help to be cautious in strange times. She gestures to the ice, to like the ice spikes that people are slowly chipping away at. It's not every...
Are people thinking of like making a product out of those, especially with how long they seem to be lasting?
For the most part, people are reserving what they take for personal use. Anything else, I believe, is getting sold to Neverwinter through means of Lanine Greywind at the Lion Shield coaster. She is facilitating.
Those words mean nothing to me.
She is facilitating trade between us. Any extra dragon ice that we have left over.
Has
Very forward of
she-
her.
Has there been any inquiry on, oh, how did you get dragon ice? And, oh, the Banes of Thunder killed the dragon. Like,
There of course there was an explanation of people in Neverwinter were aware that there was in fact a dragon flying around. We did pass along news that the dragon was killed when they asked, as some guards from Neverwinter came looking to see what they could do about the situation. We explained that
So too late.
a group of adventurers had come and helped rid the Storm Coast of the dragon problem.
okay, were they like, hey, can you give us like a description? Like,
I wasn't there for that conversation. I believe I was in Neverwinter at the time. I had only returned not too long ago.
Okay.
they probably talked to the town master, right?
Probably, yes.
Okay. Okay. I share looks with Marcus and Sedge.
Yeah.
Ylif's just over here.
You get the anonymity
I
of
think
being
Ylif
from
can
the
put
Feywild.
together the
Oh yeah,
that's
Ylif can
bad.
put it together, but it's like,
Guys, it's gonna be fine. It's just some guards that came down. If there's anything I know about Neverwinter guards, it's that they're incompetent. They probably didn't.
That is very true.
They probably didn't ask much of anything else than what they needed to.
Alright.
There's hoping to the continued incompetency of Neverwinter guards.
Here.
Let's go.
I'm
talk
going
to
to
the
feel
town
so
master.
insulted when I meet any of these Neverwinter guards.
I've never
Narc's
met
not-
any.
Definitely,
I avoided the guards at all costs, so I really could not tell you, Ylif.
my experience, the guards are just terrible people who like to get their frustrations out on the poor and those who cannot fight back themselves.
Personally,
Ah, we
Hey,
don't,
cat,
we don't
hey,
really
cat.
have that. Like we have that problem, but they very quickly get weeded out in Astrosaline due to
Chandria does
Chandria
not-
taking no shit.
Oh yeah.
So like
Chandra
they'll
does
be
not put
around
up
for longer if it's like a whole like there was a scandal like a decade ago about like a whole like Italian type like district.
Damn.
That was
Try the entire justice system of Neverwinter is just horrible.
Yeah, I imagine we're
Oh.
like walking over to the town master as we're talking about.
Ylif
this
looks like they're about to
thing.
have a fucking stroke. Like they're like,
I don't think they're too bad guys. You know what? I had a good bit of friends that were Neverwinter guards. They're
you know,
okay
the fact that you're a
guys.
criminal. The fact that
You
Hey,
have
friends.
a wanted poster that says blackmail and extortion on it. I'm sure you had a lot of nice friends, Marcus.
I'm just saying they were always willing to help. I don't see what the issue is here.
Oh shit,
Ah.
Marcus, you either gotta wear the hat of disguise or that creepy helmet when we go to Neverwinter.
I think disguise is the way to go for me.
Can I take the helmet then when we get there?
I mean, you're already tall as fuck and everything. So I mean, if you wanna like look extra scary, sure.
I just don't want people to see my face.
Hold
Of course.
on, what about me?
You're exonerated.
Yes,
People still hate me. People don't believe that.
I literally have white hair and violet eyes. Dead.
y'all out here.
How
having
many
crimes.
Kalashitars do you know in Neverwinter?
Wow.
I don't even know what a Kalashtar is.
Imagine
so I
having
wouldn't
you're
worry,
like,
the features.
I wouldn't worry too much.
Ylif's like,
on
wow,
the-
you guys are really noticeable.
I live saying that is like, wow.
Sedge, I wouldn't worry too much on the matter. I've done some inquiries. Most of the common folk, it's died down in terms of
Anyone
gossip.
causes problems, they'll just punch them.
There's probably some nobles who might still be on your back, but it's just nothing that you would have to hide your identity for.
Honestly,
I
the
don't
common
believe
folk
that.
are usually the ones that hold grudges so much longer than the the
Oh,
common folk.
Oh my god, I just remembered something.
What?
Marcus, I have to tell you something. Sedge isn't my real name.
Yes, we know.
What?
this.
Yeah, we know that.
What?
Oh,
No,
Marcus
doesn't.
forgot. Marcus
Oh,
forgot.
right. Marcus doesn't know. He forgot. Oh yeah, I forgot that you forgot.
Yeah. Oops.
Oops.
What do you mean?
Yes,
Well,
Sedge Thistlestrike isn't my real name.
honestly, not that surprising. The whole name is kind of stupid to me when I first. Did I say that before? I think I might have said that before.
No,
you
you were
actually you were very surprised.
you
Oh,
were
I'm very surprised now.
you
I'm
were
very surprised
extremely
now.
surprised to learn that my name to
I learned
that
that
my
the
name
cool
wasn't
name
Sedge
Sedge was
Thistlestrike.
not his actual name. We're
Right.
heartbroken.
Hi, kitty.
Why give up a fake name, Sedge?
Why give up a fake name? What?
No, why walk around with a fake name?
It was a very I already explained.
And I'm gonna be more on your ass about this. I'm supposed to be your fucking lawyer. You can't just be keeping that kind of information away from me.
I'm just saying that if someone is like, "Aren't you Sedge Thistlestrike in Neverwinter?" I'll be like, "No, I have never heard of that man before in my life."
Okay, that works. Damn. Huh. What's your real name then?
We
To
don't
get to
know.
the town master's hall.
Yeah.
And, we're gonna need to call you something there, right? Like, why not just
You-
tell us the real name? The rest
We
of us
should
aren't
get to
hiding
the
names.
town master's hall.
Edge.
It's
Anyway.
fine.
At least give us the first initial, please.
We could guess. Concentration 64.
Don't guess. If you must know the first initial, starts with an A.
An
Hey.
A. Oh.
Hey.
Heavy Sedge Lord.
August, Aiden, Astrazaline.
Maybe it's I almost said maybe he's an Eduardo.
Alex,
That starts with a D.
Alexander, Amos.
Hmm?
It's
you all,
not a name that you're going to be able to guess. Anyway, to the town master's hall.
You all arrive at the town
Actio.
master.
Is
Alexandar.
Halia in the front? I need to know.
Halia is not. The table has been removed. The door is open though. To the town master's
Wasn't
hall.
Halia kidnapped?
Holly was missing last time you were there.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah, wasn't it some shady shit?
Yeah, we figured it was winter, like glowing Sealy.
We just
What?
never followed up on that.
We forgot.
What?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people go missing around us. We're so sorry, Isla.
Hey, I've already lost the important person that could go missing, and the rest are out of your reach now. So
guys, are you seeing this? The mayor has his doors wide open right now.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, I'm really surprised about. I tell Isla, he is an absolute chicken shit of a man. It's
Just an absolute.
almost.
do I
it would
have
be-
permission to punch him?
no.
It's not. He's not that kind of chicken shit.
Okay.
He's just.
Cowardly, yellow-bellied,
a pansy.
Ah, bitch.
a baby.
Let's keep the talk down right in front of his house. You know, he could be listening or something. Let's
He
just go
knows we
inside.
don't like him. Like this is not.
Does he? I'm not sure.
He knows we don't like him. I've yelled at him. He's terrified of me.
You guys have
Terrified of
intimidated
everyone.
him through the door.
Yeah, like
It's not that hard to intimidate this man. This man probably gets intimidated by the guy delivering his fucking pizza. I don't know. He's like,
fair.
oh, will you be? Oh, I
Okay,
forgot your tip. Sorry.
out of character. In his defense, there was a whole ass dragon flying around.
No, there is no in his defense.
Yeah, that's the only defense I can have for him, which is just that there was a dragon flying around.
Nope, that is no defense.
literally everyone else in Phandalin was kept chugging along. So he has no defense. He has no defense.
He's like the one person in this town who should have been outside. You know, he's like, this guy's fucking mayor. You know what I mean? He's supposed to be out there insulting.
Well, also, I
everyone.
mean, especially coming from Ilif, whose leader and like main government official is fucking Lady Chandria, who would be fucking fist fighting the dragon.
Yeah.
All right,
So
guys.
this dude is just a little bitch.
Yeah.
You know what? let's give him the benefit of the doubt. The last time that I saw him and I talked to him, he was up on his high horse. He was Mr. Big Dick, all right, since the dragon was dead. So maybe a month and a half later, he's like his old self again. So maybe we're gonna walk in there. We're gonna see a new man. He's got like 100 times more hair because I think he was balding last time. Let's see how he's doing. Let's see how he's doing before we make assumptions. So let's go inside.
I go in with like as I'm going in, I'm like doing the like cracks my neck, loads my fucking fists.
Oh my
Not
god.
in like a way to be intimidating like it's the casually intimidating, but not trying to be intimidating.
Yeah.
It's like I'm just here and I'm new and I'm weird looking and I know it.
I am going to take up space. Fuck you.
You step into the townmaster's hall, and I forget how I had this set up, but essentially you can find your way into his office, which is like a bit more of an open, spacious room where he can hear the complaints of Phandalin. But Townmaster Harbin is there. He is still balding, like more of a port-bellied man, balding in sort of like the male pattern baldness style, where he's got hair on the sides of his heads, but not so much in the center.
It's because they always scratch the top of their head. It's like they always rub the top of their head. That's why it's always there.
Yeah.
And I was hoping he grew some Fabio hair after all the stress is gone.
Just retcon it. DM, please.
He looks up at your entrance. He does have like a stack of paperwork that he does appear to be working on. Looks up at your entrance and he sort of like startles and then stands to his feet. And he goes, "Oh, you've returned. I didn't think I'd see you for a little bit. Welcome back to Phandalin."
Hello,
He's
Townmaster.
100% stealing funds.
We've most definitely missed you. We just made it back into town. We have some good news that we wanted to pass along. We ran into those bandit friends of yours that paid you a visit a little while back.
Oh, right. That was a terrible business.
Yeah, well, you don't have to worry about them anymore, and we've gathered up whatever they might have taken.
Oh, good.
And,
Good.
You can just tell us where you want us to unload all that.
And what exactly was taken?
Yes, I have a list of things that people reported to me. I can see about posting up a notice. People can go to the Stonehill Inn, and you can everyone sort of stops by there as it's a tavern anyways, that you might be able to essentially set up a lost and found.
Oh, sure.
All right.
The old notice
For me.
board. Maybe we should
Where's
pay them.
yeah. Oh man, I would love to. All times. Where's Holly, by the way? I didn't see her in her usual spot up front.
No, she went missing shortly after the dragon attack, but she did return, saying that some family business had taken her away, sort of in the dead of night. But she's back at her business at the miners' exchange. She was in front of the town hall, helping me during the time of crisis. But now that the crisis has passed, more or less, I've opened my doors, so I don't need her help as much. So she's back at the miners' exchange.
She's back.
Awesome. Okay. Oh, bravo for you, Mayor, for having your doors open again for everyone. It's very nice to just be able to walk in and talk to you directly.
It's back to business as usual.
Of course. Let's see here. Is there anything else we're missing here? Oh yeah, we heard some people from Neverwinter came down.
Oh, yes, they came investigating the dragon sightings. I had to, of course, send a report that Phandalin had been attacked. And so they came shortly after to see if there was anything they could do about it, but by that time you had already taken care of the dragon. So I sent a report along with them that the dragon situation was handled by a group of adventurers calling themselves the Banes of Thunder. And that, thank you very much, but the dragon is gone.
Did you give them a description of us, or just our party title?
I had to include a brief description in my report. Should I not have?
Oh no, of course. Thank you for including that description.
Mm-hmm.
We were just curious.
Did you include me in that description? I'd be so hard to forget.
I don't recognize you. Are you new to town?
Oh, it's
Blossom,
I'm Blossom.
Ylif, an honorary member of the Banes of Thunder.
Right. I'm.
Damn, you should have let me run with the I'm Blossom lie.
Shit, I didn't even hear that.
We
Fuck,
can-
no!
Hold on, wait, let's roll it back. Let's roll it back.
Can we
talk-
roll it back,
can we talk-
God,
Yeah,
please?
fine.
this is funny as
Please?
hell.
Yep.
I was like, oh, I'm Blossom. Don't you?
What, you
My
don't
point of
recognize
ears.
Blossom?
He looks
I
at
pointed
you
the
and
ears.
he looks at you and he goes,
Wait,
I'm,
sorry, funny thing. What are you talking about? You know Blossom.
This is all very well and good, but I do have a mind for faces. I don't know. I am Town Master Harbin. Welcome to Fandolin. I don't know what happened to your friend Blossom. I hope she's okay. But welcome
Town
to
Master
Fandolin
Harbin,
nonetheless.
you're being extremely rude to Blossom.
Sense.
Yeah, wow. So we've been traveling with Blossom for months now. How could
Okay.
you not recognize her?
Okay, someone make a deception check.
Not me. Can Marcus? Can someone not me? Make it, please.
I'm giving an advantage to either Marcus or Zed.
No,
I'm not-
actually, I think Ylif, because you're the one who was like, "What do you mean? I'm Blossom." I think you have to be the one to make that deception. You can take
Okay,
it with
can I-
advantage
Advantage?
because
Yeah,
the
can I
party
give
is
it?
helping. Yes.
Oh, I got a 19 minus 1 for an 18.
We're
Give
just
me,
gaslighting.
give me a second. Give me a second.
Does he see through the bullshit?
So he did actually roll an 18 on insight.
Fuck.
So he looks at you and he goes, haha, very funny. Play a prank on the town master. I understand. But please, I can recognize the difference between your friend Blossom and who might you be? Again, I'm Town Master Harbin.
You may call me Blossom.
It's a very
I-
popular name from the Feywild.
I will call you Blossom because that is the name you have given me, but I do recognize that you are not in fact the Blossom that was here the last time the Banes of Thunder were in town.
You may call me Ylif.
Great, it is good to meet you then, Ylif.
As perceptive as always. Midway into this next sentence, I cast Tech Thoughts. I'm not borrowing in, so he's not gonna know that I'm doing it. He doesn't have to make a saving throw. I'm just looking for surface thoughts, and I just want to ask. Oh, thank you for letting us know about the Neverwinter people coming in as well. I hope all that went well, and thank you for passing along our names.
Right, of course. And the service thoughts are this sort of like nervous energy, which you kind of got from the guy the last time you were here. He is like the the Banes of Thunder are back. This is excellent. Maybe they can help take care of other small problems around like they were doing last time. Although, let's see here. Give me a second.
Is the man committing fraud?
There is stuff on the notice board.
The man is
I mean, there's still that
there's
fucked
no
up
there's no
lighthouse.
surface thoughts about fraud.
Damn it.
But there is, I think, a small trail of no, where have I seen that Marcus's face?
Oh.
Oh no! You gotta go.
Uh-oh.
Well, you could probably look around town for wanted posters, just to
Oh my
tear down.
Gonna Assassin's Creed this shit.
Oh my gosh.
Lower the wanted rating by pure removing the wanted posters. Everyone has short-term memory. Oh shit, he was saying I have good recognition of faces.
Wait, is that where his thoughts end in regards to me?
Yeah, it's sort of like this circling. That's where his thoughts end in regards to you. It also otherwise is very circling, like, oh, I've got this paperwork to do, I've got this this to look at, I've got that proposal to look at, and I have to check on the progress of the manor, and it sort of gets lost in the shuffle of this like very nervous circle of energy he's got going on.
I kind of
Oh.
lean forward very quietly, and I'm like, should we ask him about the missing kid?
Falcon would probably know.
Yeah,
I don't know who to ask about who to ask with these things. So
Maybe we should ask how Falcon is.
I want to hear Falcon's side of the story first before we make any waves and any a lot of attention around it, just in case.
Well, Mayor, excellent job on the manor, by the way, since we've been gone. We saw it on the outskirts of town, just driving in.
Oh,
And
good,
it
good.
seems like a lot of progress has been made.
Yes, the builders have been very efficient and working very hard.
See that? Yeah, we plan to stop by there at some point later today. But it would not be possible without your vigilant work, so we really do appreciate it.
Well, thank you, and you're welcome. And if you don't mind, I do have a lot of work to do.
Of course, we were just taking
Yep.
off. As we're going downstairs, I talk over to Ella. I say, Hello, don't worry. In terms of the Neverwinter people, doesn't seem like they asked about us. Or I'm pretty confident they didn't.
Well, at least that's one small mercy. Let's talk to Falcon.
Because out of character, if the mayor was like trying to think about in passing if he's seen me before, then that just kind of shows to me that the people in Neverwinter don't know as much about us in that little report that they got than they should have. They haven't reached out to him about him yet. Because if anybody's gonna stick out in terms of the group, it's gonna be the person that's wanted. So.
Human trafficking charge on his rap.
yeah, I was gonna talk to you about that, and then you fucking forgot.
I don't think Ilif knows about that.
No, I saw your wanted poster, and then I think I was told that there was because there's human trafficking on the one.
No, it's not on the wanted poster.
Oh, then I don't know that.
Yeah.
No, but there were a list of other crimes on the wanted poster.
There was
human trafficking on there?
No, it was
No.
not.
Okay.
There was kidnapping, blackmail, arson, extortion.
It got put under etc., which
there was a very
Why?
nice etc.
I don't
Why?
know.
Why was it under etc.?
Couldn't tell you.
Just has a very long list of crimes.
I think human trafficking would be the first thing, because usually they're in like order of like degree.
I guess Neverwinter does it different.
Murder
There's
was
a-
on there
There's a
too.
reason why human trafficking wasn't
Yeah, it is a
exclusively
reason.
listed.
It's a very good RP session.
God, that was so good.
Yeah, it was.
The second I find out, I'm
You're gonna kick Marcus's ass.
again. It's gonna be a fucking repeat of the last. It's gonna be all of the pet up things last time I heard about it, like IRL, when I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna kick his ass."
But you get to do it in character now. I guess we go talk to Falcon, I think.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I think Halu would go to do the Lost and Found, just because this is definitely more Sedge's thing. And if we do need to jet, Halu doesn't want to be like, okay, well now we have to go to the Stonehill Inn and do the Lost and Found. She's like, might as well just get it fucking done.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
Yeah.
Halu will go do that.
And I'll just quickly do that, which is that you can go there with all the stuff that you took from the bandits. You can spread the news around pretty quick because Phandalin is a pretty small town, that you've recovered stuff from the bandits. And people are spreading to come to the Stonehill Inn to see about reclaiming it from you, like whatever little box you have. And Toblin is, of course, happy to let you set up there.
Do we leave the money with the town master to redistribute, or Do we talk to like people of Phandalin if money was taken from them as well?
In regards to the money, Town Master Harbin probably would have been like when it comes to matters of financial like that, dealing with direct coins. Probably
Okay.
best to leave it with me.
Okay, yeah, do that. Then I'm going to make a note about that.
And then the rest of you, whoever is not going with Helu, can go to the field.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with to meet Falcon because I'm just like I want to meet as many people as possible.
Yeah, that's fair. You head out of the Town Master's Hall and head across to the field, which is this sort of like hill, very gently sloping hill. And here is where you can see Falcon in his very like distinctive cloak, with a it looks like some of the more young adult members of the town. There's a couple of older folks as well, but a lot of them appear to be like late teens, early 20s individuals, and they're all equipped with like sort of scrap leather armor and very basic swords, pitchforks, what other weapons it appears that they can get their hands
they're
on.
the militia.
And Falcon does appear to be guiding them through some very basic drills. And as you approach, he sees you all. There's like a grin on his face before he turns to everyone else. He goes, "All right, take 15-minute break. We'll pick up with team sparring." And then, yeah, they all sort of break. And he turns to you all and he goes, was hearing the news that you all were back in town.
Yes, Falcon.
It's good to see you all.
Good to see you as well.
I did get your letter. And he looks at Oscar, that your friend delivered.
That's Oscar. It's her boy. We also have another stray. This is Elif.
It's Ilith. And I'm
Ilif,
not a
sorry.
stray.
We
Well-
also have another pet as well, and I gesture to the Drake.
He
That
has
is
like,
great.
yeah, he has a moment to like take this all in, where he like looks at the Drake and he's like, "God damn, I haven't seen one of those in a while." And then
Falcon, you
looks at
pretty
you,
good,
looks at you, Ilif, like offers his hand. And he goes, "Falcon, good to meet you. You look like
you may
can,
call me Ilith.
You look like you can hold your own."
You could say that, yes.
I'm very glad to
I'm
see you
not
all back
going
in town.
It's good to see you, but I'm not going to waste my time with pleasantries.
No, please don't.
What happened with Pell?
I
Please tell me you've heard something.
I wish I could tell you anything, but he was here one day, and then sometime after the bandit attack, I went to go find him to make sure he was okay, and he was nowhere to be found. I asked around, but no one has seen him. I organized search parties for those who were willing, and we haven't found any trace of him.
We
Afraid you'd say that.
have ran into the bandits that you guys fought before. We took care of them.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Where we got the Drake.
Yeah, that's where we got this guy.
I thought I recognized it.
Sadly, Pell wasn't with him, but they did
He
give us
wasn't?
the name. No, he wasn't. They did give us the name of a new member they took on shortly before the whole thing with Phandalin. They said he suddenly disappeared during the raid or shortly after. So, if they are
That's-
connected to Pell, maybe he has something to do with this.
No, that sounds very concerning. I was worried that he might have gotten caught by the bandits, and perhaps is just in a ditch somewhere. I hate to think about it like that, but
Of course. Can I ask Falcon, besides you and Sedge, is there anybody else that knows about Pell?
besides Pell himself, not. No, I didn't tell anyone, and Pell told me that he told Sedge, but he could have told someone else that I'm not aware of. Someone else could have been made aware through other means. I don't know. But I really would like to find him. Or at least to know what happened to him.
I I don't know who he could have told. There was only me, you, and well, the only other person who probably knows is dead. Was Pell friends with anyone in town? Close friends?
Not close enough that I think he would risk that sort of secret. Um,
Honestly, the way I see it, a secret like this is hard to hide. Even though you guys might not be aware of somebody else who might know, there's still a high chance that they're out there.
records.
like
Someone
s-
could have just listened,
someone could have
overheard.
Yeah,
Um,
someone could have. There could be records that someone dug up in Neverwinter. I don't know.
Neverwinter.
Follow the clues.
This guy was described as an older elven or half-elven man. I don't know if you noticed someone like that during the whole raid.
Let me think.
Especially if elves are not common in Phandalin, like you said earlier, Jen.
Half elves are a little more common than straight elves.
I'm a half elf.
Yeah.
So
You were also half drow.
Yeah.
He thinks and he goes,
Why
I
are you blue?
do think I recall someone like that among the bandits. I was leading the militia here against the bandits to, stop them from attacking Phandalin, so I don't know if anything about him stuck out other than just I remember some of the faces.
Of course. And do you remember where
Did you think
was
of
the
the
last-
face?
I
I look at Marcus and I'm like, I gesture towards Falcon, like, do the thing that you can do with your mind.
Oh, well, that's kind of invasive, but
Like, ask first.
I get that. Okay. Hey Falcon. In order to help us out, in order to make it a little easier for us, I guess, there's something I can do where I can look at the memories of someone when I cast a spell on them. It's a little bit invasive. It feels a little bit uncomfortable. So that's why I'm asking you now for permission, if it's possible for me to zero in on this elf that you saw. That way, I have an idea at least of how he looked like.
I mean, it'll give you a face to go off of more than a description can, then I just don't
Of
ask you
course.
don't go poking around too much.
No, of course. I just
I
want to do this here.
hate to say it, but Marcus's hypnotism would have come in handy.
Yep.
What's everybody going on about hypnotism now?
Oh my god, you're gonna
Yeah.
kick yourself when you remember.
Okay. All right. So Falcon, this is kind of getting. Has your hand ever been like itchy, right? But then you try to itch it, and you're like, my hand isn't working. I kind of have to claw at it with my teeth, but even that doesn't help. That's kind of how this feels. So
Great.
hang in there.
Also, I am posting the reference shot of Falcon in voice chat, because I know it's been a while since you all have seen him.
All right, and
Oh no, he's hot!
I was
knew you
waiting
would
for
say
G to
that.
say that. I was waiting for G to say that.
Good to know my type of man is,
Falcon.
yeah,
It's
honestly, he'd
Ranger.
be the one I'd romance. No wonder I'm dating you, Jen.
He looks kind of like Zan, which is kind of hysterical.
He looks kind of like Cullen from
Little
fucking
bit.
Dragon
Oh
Age.
my god, he does look like Cullen.
Like I said, I have a type of man.
All right, so yeah, I'm casting Detect Thoughts, and I am probing.
Okay.
Hate the freezing fucking probing.
Let me look at the tech thoughts again. Okay. Yeah, you cast. He will technically can't willingly fail, but that's dumb. I'm gonna let him willingly fail.
Yeah, because I tried to willingly fail, and it was more you had me save for the fucking Eldritch horror shit that I was
Yeah.
going through.
It was less like willingly fail or not, and more your subconscious instinctively fighting back.
Ah!
But Yeah, you probe into. He willingly fails. You probe deeper, and you can see that's a feeling. But he recalls the face that he saw, which um in the sort of like chaos of the fight, he didn't see much. But there is, as he's describing this out loud, and you get this feeling through the memories, which is that he did seem a little too like just a touch too clean shaven. That he's used to dealing with the bandits. Not someone that he normally would expect to see committing banditry. Um,
Even they said that. The actual bandits.
yeah.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, they did.
But then it's quickly sort of overtaken by the oh shit, gotta fight. Um,
Oh shit, he's weird and attractive. Oh shit, nope, he's trying to kill us.
it's the okay, he's a little too clean and well taken care of. Most bandits don't usually have like the facilities or the time or really the motivation to care for themselves in such a way. And then chases the bandits off. There's there's like a dead bandit or two, and he's like, there's the like sort of mental catalog of, okay, this bandit died. Not the half elven man. And it's just one of those like, okay, I can cross off the list of faces that I saw that these ones died and these ones didn't. So you know that the half elven man didn't die in the fight. Definitely didn't quite seem bandit like, and you have like a solid physical like in your head depiction of this man.
Gotcha. Okay. And if I'm getting a snapshot into this moment, Falcon comes to that conclusion. But does Marcus come to that conclusion as well when it comes to how this guy looked like and how?
Yeah, it's gonna be like a weird make an insight check, but use your charisma instead of your wisdom, because this is like part kind of through a spell.
Gotcha. No problem. 17 plus 5, 22.
Okay, 22. Yeah, you like sort of take this memory and you sort of examine it and you look at like this sort of snapshot of this guy's face. Yeah. As Falcon continues talking to the rest of the group, and it's the yeah, sort of like in the moment of this memory, the guy seemed a little off, like set off from the main force of the bandits. Was like attacking the town with everyone else, but was a little off to the side almost, and definitely did not look like your average bandit. Definitely seemed more put together.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
Because you're only working off of what Falcon saw, so there isn't like a detail in there that Falcon didn't notice that you could notice, sort of thing.
Of course, yeah. I was just thinking, like, if I'm seeing an image of this guy, if Marcus would get would come to that same conclusion as Falcon.
Yeah, definitely. There's definitely like no doubt about it. This man wasn't a bandit.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Well, I'm digging in there. I want to figure out 2 more things. In the hours or in the days or day leading up to the attack on Phandalin, how was Pell doing? Was it business as usual for Pell?
You're asking Falcon this?
Yes, and then I'm continuing to dig.
Okay.
Actually, if I don't need to ask him, can I just dig into it, or? Actually, no. Right thing would be for me to ask him.
Yeah, as well as you do sort of need to direct the thoughts in that way. That's kind of how detect thoughts works.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can ask the question, and Falcon stops and thinks, and he goes, I mean, Pell didn't seem like he was acting unusual. Give me a moment. He's gonna roll a history check. What's your stats, buddy? What's your history? Ah, I see. You get no
Not good.
he gets a +0 to intelligence.
I type of man.
He's got a +3 to wisdom though.
Oh no, not my type of man.
He thinks and he goes, I mean, I don't know if I noticed anything unusual with Pell before the attack. He might have seemed a little on edge the day of, but otherwise, that could have just been, I might be misremembering. It was a tense time, the fight.
Well, no. What do you mean on edge? No, let's go down the route that yes, he was on edge. What will make you come to that conclusion?
He had more, I think. He was more about town that day than a little usual, but he's a teenage boy. I assume that it was just one of those days that a little bit more energetic than the day before. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it's in his morning coffee. It's stronger coffee than usual. But just seemed to be moving about more in town. He helps out wherever he can, carries things, helps chip at the ice some.
Do you have a usual pattern, like a routine he follows during the day?
He did.
Kind of places he goes.
He did, yeah. There's and he can describe it essentially. There's an old lady on the edge of town that he helps carry food to and from. There's the farm hands, he goes out and helps with them sometimes, and then for a part of the morning, and then he goes and chips the ice, and then he might sit at the inn, or he might play with some of the other teenagers. Sorry, continue.
I was gonna say, I guess at the time of the attack, which is what you might have been saying, what part of his normal routine would he have been in? If he kept to it the day he was nervous.
The attack would have happened, probably closer to sunset. Normally, Falcon would say he would have been at the inn, sort of just chatting with people at the inn, being a sociable teenager. That day, though, I think it would be that he was helping some people, cart some stuff back to their house. I'm trying to think here.
What did I miss?
They're talking to Falcon.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I think what it was, he might have been helping some people load up masonry in wheelbarrows, sort of just outside, which normally he's usually too worn out by that time of day to do anything other than sit, but guess he just had an extra burst of energy.
Okay. And are there any additional details I can get digging around in his head, the probing?
I don't think so.
Anything that might have been left out, or anything he's leaving out, or anything like that, no?
I think the thing with the tech thoughts is it's not always their conscious, it's their subconscious thoughts is the probing
Yeah,
too.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah,
So it's stuff he wouldn't remember entirely perfectly.
Doubts he might be having, oh, maybe I drove him away, or some shit like that.
I think there's the sort of a strain of almost fatherly pride at the, okay, Pell is becoming an independent young man. I'll sort of step back and let him grow into his own, sort of a thing. As Falcon turned to help the militia in town, because Falcon realized that, hey, Phandalin doesn't really have a way to defend itself, and the townspeople need something to direct their energy to after the dragon attack. So there is sort of that like fear of like was I too hands off in that moment? Did I step back too much? And the guilt of like I promised his mother what's gonna I'm gonna feel awful if something happened to him. Um, and he's going through was there anything I missed? Now that they're asking, they're right. Was there anything I missed? Did I not pay enough attention? Sort of a thing.
Okay. All right. Last question then. Do you know where with the last place that Pell was? Where he might have been held up?
It was with the wheelbarrows, right?
Uh,
Masonry.
Yeah, he was right before the attack. He was helping some people working on the manor help load up some masonry into wheelbarrows, sort of like right outside the inn. He didn't go with them to the manor, but
They work at the manor.
yeah.
So it'd be worth going to the manor then. Speaking of the manor, if you need a place to stay, they've patched up the manor pretty well so far by the looks of it. So, if you need somewhere to hold up and that is in the inn, because I'm sure that's hurting your pockets, you're more than free to stay in the manor if you find a cozy corner.
Toblin's been very nice, and that's very generous offer. Thank you, but my lodge, I've actually had people working in the lodge too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's we're getting close to it being finished, and I hope to return there at some point. Phandalin is very nice. The people here are very, very nice, but I like my solitude. And if Pell comes back, he knows the way there, and he knows that's his home.
In when Pell comes back. Or we're gonna find Pell.
When Pell comes back.
Happy to hear that you're working on the loggers camp too, so I'm sure he's gonna be happy to see it once it's all done.
Yeah, no, I miss my lodge.
I don't blame you. Well, hopefully you don't run into any more Thunderboars, so.
Yep.
If you do, we have it handled.
I'm relying on you all to make sure that situation is handled if any more come back.
Before we take off, Falcon, is there anything else you might want to tell us that you think might help us find Pell?
Just that, if he was taken because of who he is, the only people I would suspect are, the only person I would suspect are Neverember's men. In which case, he's either dead in a ditch or he's in Neverwinter.
I turn to everyone else and I say,
Blue's at the tavern.
I know. I turn to Ylif and Marcus then, and I say, I don't think we have a choice here.
Oh.
Our best bet, Marcus, I hate to say it, is Neverwinter. And we're going to have to tell Halu that as well.
Em, can I ask something?
Yes, what's up?
If I were to, if this was done by one of his men, and if I were to send out a letter to one of my associates to get some more info into seeing if somebody went out from Neverwinter for a mission, or if there's been some ruffling amongst his men, that kind of thing, gossip, would that be possible for me to do?
Yeah, I think it would be.
Okay. Alright, very cool. I turn over to Sedge and it's like, alright, if we're going down that route, let's at least play it safe. I'm gonna send out a letter, see if I can get some more information. See if I can find anything that's concrete that would help us come to the conclusion that Pal is a Neverwinter or not. Because the last thing we want to do is go on a goose chase around Neverwinter when everything is an obstacle there.
I think
Yes, everything. That's a great idea.
So yeah, I'm going to take out as we're moving back over to Hello, whatever else, take out a piece of paper.
real quick,
Just gonna quick. Of
as
course.
you write that letter, I do want Marcus and Sedge to make me a history check.
Oh, for the love.
Ah, fuck.
Okay,
Ruh-roh.
I will do that. 19 for me, 18 plus 1.
Come on, baby. Sedge needs a new pair of boots. That is a dirty 20 at a 16 plus 4.
With a dirty 20, I'll give it to you. 19, not quite enough. There is
Oh,
another, I think, party that up to this point that you guys hadn't considered because,
fuck!
everyone in
those
Neverwinter,
dudes!
everyone in Neverwinter has sort of written them off. And that is
Ah,
the group
shit, I
known
forgot about them.
that is the group known as the Sons of
Ah.
Alagondar.
That's right.
Right, those assholes.
For a reminder for everyone, including Jean, the Sons of Alagondar are
Yes, a reminder.
are essentially a quote-unquote like resistance group against Neverember, who in the eruption of Mount Hotanau and with the supposed fall of the Alagondar royal line, the Sons of Alagondar were the group that was like, we refuse to believe that there are no more Alagondars. We won't rest until the true king is on the throne. And the thing is, though, is that in the years, in the past decade or so, 2-3 decades, they've sort of become splintered, scattered, and fallen to the wayside because Dagult Neverember, not king but Lord Protector, hasn't is essentially been doing enough publicly that a lot of the Sons of Alagondar were like, well, shit, there's been no Alagondar this far, and he's actually not that bad of a leader to Neverwinter.
But we can tell.
We can't find any reason to complain. We're gonna put down our arms and just go to being essentially public service servants for Neverwinter, while some are still holding on to the no, there has to be something. We'll find the true king. We'll put the royal line back. And so they were kind of big, but over the years they've fallen to the wayside because they became so fractured and splintered and scattered. And for Sedge, it's the would they really go this far after all this point? You can't rule out the possibility entirely. They've been sort of ineffectual the last little while.
The clock hits the correct time twice a day.
Exactly.
Marcus, what if I just... God spoke to me just now.
Oh my god.
You might want to get that checked out.
Wait, what if you haven't considered all the possibilities? What if the Sons of Alagondar?
Huh. Not a sure which. That'd be a better outcome than him getting picked up by fucking Kingsman or whatever trying to kill us.
People kidnapping him.
I'm just saying. Out of the two possibilities of the people who could get kidnapped, I think this is the better one.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
dude who's
You're
been
not.
rumored for murdering possible heirs, or the zealots who want to put Pell back on the throne.
It's a dangerous thing, but I mean, Pell was better off being with the other group than the first one. Just saying.
I suppose it's better than him being murdered somewhere, but
If we're trying to be optimistic here. That's right, Sedge. It's totally.
I don't care who it is. When I find whoever kidnapped him, I'm going to run them down with my sword.
Why not run them down with Porsche?
Orsh won't be as satisfying for me.
Well,
Fair.
well, DM, if they're
The corruption
splintered,
arc.
if they're splintered, how do we get in contact with them?
Good question. What I will give you on the 19, now that Sedge has, pointed out what if the Sons of Alaganda are an option, like, they definitely had ties to shadier parts of Neverwinter. They would have had to be a resistance group. So theoretically, like, one of your associates probably, or one of your former associates probably has a means of getting in contact with the group that's still like, whoa, no, we will find the true king, sort of a deal. So you can probably include that in your letter.
Yeah, if we're going down both ends, like just looking to these people.
Yeah.
Trying to get in contact with these people. Because I mean, nah, that'd be too dangerous. Bringing up how we have one of the pieces of the crown.
As I live, we have one of the pieces of Neverwinter's crown. In case we forgot to tell you.
And
We
it wouldn't be
probably did.
I'm not sure
No, that was one of the few things I've been told.
Okay,
I'm
good.
not sure if it would be a good idea letting these zealots know that.
Shouldn't want to give away.
Absolutely
wanna give
not.
We're not giving it away. I'm just saying.
No. I meant give away the information. It's one of those things. Say we have something that you might find interesting, but don't say what it is.
Yeah, of course. All right.
I would rather die than hand over any part of the crown to somebody who's not the rightful heir.
Of course. All right. I'm gonna write out the first part of this letter. Just to look into the people, into the king's men. See, there's been some wrestling there. Then the second part of my letter is, I need you to call in one of my favors. Get in contact. Get in contact with someone that's a part of the Splinter group, basically. Let them know I want an open discussion to be made that I have something they might be interested in, and I need information from them.
Now, is it safe to assume who exactly you're sending this letter to?
Yes, the last person I sent the letter to.
Great. Okay.
They're gonna organize it for me. They
Great.
should know the right people to talk to.
And if you could send me just like a quick summary of what your letter is, so I have that noted down in written form.
Of course.
You don't have to actually fully write out the letter, but like just a brief note of what the letter is, and what it says.
That's not ominous whatsoever.
Okay, I will do that then.
And you do have to pass it along. You remember to Lenine Greywind at the Lion Shield Coaster to get it mailed on to Neverwinter.
Can I use Oscar?
Oh, you can use Oscar.
Wait,
I
DM!
forgot.
I have a question. Last time we were in Neverwinter, a month and a half ago,
Yep.
I sent a letter to my parents.
You did, yeah.
More like a fucking manifest.
It was you know what, that is fair.
If it was essentially here's a list of everything that's happened so far, or here's a story of everything that's happened so far, that's easy enough to like, oh, here's a reply, which you can get from Greywind. But if there was like an actual request in there, you're gonna have to remind me.
I don't think there was a request.
It was
There
just
was
here's an update and everything that's happened.
Yes, literally everything that's happened, like from meeting Father Augustus, like no, like the past like 6 months, 7 months update. It was like Justin said, it was a manifest. Basically, it was his manuscript.
It was a giant box with
then-
like 40 stamps on it.
Then when Marcus goes to send the letter, you can retrieve essentially the reply from Greywind, and the reply is like 2 parts. Thank you for the update. This will be essentially proofread, edited for the sake of readability, and added to the archives. And 1 part, like the parental concern of, are you okay? Glad to see that you're alive, and continuing on.
Do you need help? Do you need
This
money?
is
Marcus guy sounds like a badass. P.S.
Do you need to pick you? Do you need us to pick you up? Did you get into a
Not-
gang?
not to that level, but it is sort of the perfunctory. I can't say that word. Sort of the parental concern of like, glad you're doing well. That's a lot. You're welcome back at Candlekeep anytime. You and your friends.
Oh, cool. Quick question, DM. Since
Mm-hmm.
this, I don't know if I would know this. Since this is a somewhat scattered group, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know a good bit of them are going to be concentrated in Neverwinter.
Oh, absolutely.
Does this also mean that there might be other representatives in, other parts of the world of the continent here? Like this other guy, he was found outside of Yon, so like.
It was. Not so much beyond Leyland at best. Neverwinter is sort of the city-state that rules over sort of the northern portion of the Sword Coast, which then the Alagondars would, oversee that as their king. Beyond that, though, the Sons of Alagondar, especially a small splinter group, is going to be concentrated in Neverwinter, and if they do have agents out, it'll be like 1 or 2 looking for rumors.
Gotcha. Okay. Right. I was just thinking about that. I was wondering if there's a possibility of meeting up with someone outside of Neverwinter, but it doesn't seem like it. Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish up my letter. Tell Oscar to send it over to the person who's written on the letter there.
He takes it, looks at it, and goes, I'll do my best.
He might be a little freaked out when he sees you. He's kind of cautious, but
I tend to freak out a lot of people. That'll be fine.
yeah, I figured.
I'm cute. People like me. I've got butterfly wings. What's not to like?
You keep telling yourself that. Okay.
He takes the letter with like a flap of his wings, does like a little backflip in the air, and disappears.
He does have a point. I assume we scattered. I come back and I'm just like, wow, I got a letter from my parents. Like 3 weeks ago. They might think I'm dead.
I don't think so. Seeing at the size of the fucking manifest you send, they probably just think you're currently working on the last 500 pages of the letter you're gonna send them.
Listen, it had to be long. It had to include everything. Now I have to write some more letters about the Feywild and killing Cryovane.
No, Snowflake Dylan III. Make sure you put that in there. Should be part of the history.
Unfortunately, I will have to.
Of course. Hey, before we end the day, how about we go check out the manor? I just want to see it in person. Give Elif the chance to see it too. Oh, sorry.
Sure.
What do you guys think?
Have y'all met up with me again? Like
Yeah. You all have sort of
okay.
reconvened back at the inn.
Have they told me that, yeah, there's a good chance we have to go to Neverwinter?
I think with
Yeah.
with all the information, it's becoming increasingly clear that if you guys want to pursue what happened to Pell, Neverwinter's a place.
Damn it.
I thought exactly.
No, honestly, the minute that Sister Garel wasn't able to help Marcus, I knew we were going. Sure, let's go to the manor. It's probably gonna be ages before we see it again.
Of course, yeah.
Maybe the next time we come back, it'll be all repaired, and we can hole up and go through our various traumas together and just spare for a while.
I've been over my trauma. Marcus helped me through my trauma, and then he had the audacity to forget.
But we're gonna work
The
on
world
it.
Marcus
needs
quite
to
literally shifted
Valid.
through my brain to see my trauma with me, and then he forgot.
Yeah, that's pretty shitty of you, Marcus.
Damn, Marcus, how
Like,
could you?
fully saw the eldritch horror that was my trauma and went, I'm gonna forget.
No, I call him.
That wasn't a very good move on your part.
Very poggers of you.
I never thought I'd hear you say poggers.
Oh, I say it a lot.
It wasn't very cash money.
Was a very pog champ.
Anyways, as you all lightly rib Marcus
What?
about forgetting Eilif's trauma, you all head up to the manor, which at this point in day, I imagine it is about 3 or 4 in the afternoon, with all the talking and walking around. Yeah, you approach Tresendar Manor on the edge of town. You can see it's on this little hill above it and like past it. On the map, it's still like broken down. Don't worry about that. Tresendar Manor, you can see now a lot of the workers have. It is getting late in the day. The workers that remain are those that are shoring up, sort of finishing off the last of any roof bits, as well as beginning to like put up the inside of the walls, and like insulation for the walls. They are progress in the manor is going steadily. There are, of course, again, still patches of framework in the walls that are being rebuilt. The foundation in the places where it's been pretty badly damaged has been repaired. So there is like an outline of the 2 floors of the house, but not all the walls are done. Of course, there's no furnishings.
It is absolute luxury. Marcus is gonna go around to the last couple of workers, shake some hands, say, "Hey, I'm the owner. Thanks for staying out as late as you do." Give him like a 5 silver tip for being the last guys here. Tell him to keep up the good work.
They take it gratefully and they're like, "Wow, thank you. Got by a couple of rounds at the inn. Thank you."
Oh, for sure, yeah, man. See you there later. Keep up the good work.
They nod and they like go back to work. There are some that like gently kind of shoo you away from the more dangerous spots. They're like, okay, no safety equipment. You're not allowed here. Essentially,
They don't got the proper PPE.
nope.
They don't got the proper. Eilif's just like, pulls out like a hard hat from the bag of holding, puts it on.
The goddess Osha has blessed this site.
Eilif follows Osha.
I can't really do hard hats with the horns and all, but yeah, thank you for the concern.
No, I pulled it and put it on myself.
That should be some sort of discrimination law. Like, tiefling. There's no hard hats for tieflings.
The thing is, it would like
Well, I mean, they're,
logistically
like-
be really hard to make one
It's-
for tieflings.
Yeah,
You have to, like,
they're
get
all
them special
humans here, so they're
ordered.
not gonna.
You have to get them special ordered. So
But the thing is, the way hard hats work is like they go above, so you'd just be wearing a top hat.
it's there's
Very
like a special order they kind of fit over. Otherwise, a lot of tieflings that go into construction either have very small horns or have essentially sawn them off to wear the proper equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love. This is Banes of Thunder HQ. Welcome.
It's
Currently under the construction.
nice.
Yeah,
It's
gone a long
shithole, but
way.
it's our
Yeah,
shithole.
It's gone a long way. You should have seen it before.
Yeah, I had like no roof, pretty much.
And
Why
it's
did you purchase it?
it's looking dry in there.
Ask Marcus. We don't know.
I
Would you
negotiated
just
it. I negotiated it as part of our pay for killing the dragon.
Yeah,
We come,
that.
we come here quite often. We can have a place to stay. And if we put in the money to fix it up, when we decide we don't want to live here anymore, we can sell it for a tidy profit. So I just saw
Fair.
it as a way to not only have a place to stay, but also make sure our money's working for us.
Investment. No, that is smart.
Exactly.
They also had a shitload of money, each of them, and then between all of them. So gotta put the money somewhere.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah, you gotta put it back
Yeah.
into the economy. Otherwise, you're just a asshole rich person.
We had enough to spend on ourselves, right? So, we're also spending it on, something productive.
On the
So,
local economy.
yeah, exactly. Place was an eyesore. Once this place is fixed up and we don't like it or we want to go our separate ways, we can sell it for. If we think we're rich now, imagine if we fucking sell a fully furnished manor.
Yeah, gosh.
With a secret
Hello.
basement.
A secret
Hello,
base?
who's apparently the accountant of the party.
Why is he the accountant?
I don't know, but I the
kinda ended
player
up that
and
way.
the party fund's accountant, so is Hello. Manor repairs.
Hey,
were-
we're teaching her financial responsibility,
Exactly.
and she didn't have any before.
She wouldn't have had any before. Yeah, manor repairs were 10,000 flat, with 500 going into furniture.
Yeah, but we got the land and the building free. So
Do you own the land?
yeah, we own the land now.
Shit.
dragons
Do you have to
did,
pay a
yeah.
tax, like it's a mortgage, or is it just pure you own it?
I mean, we own it, but there's land tax and stuff. But
Yeah, it was
nowadays,
more like a mortgage and stuff, but
No, we
No,
pay our
no.
taxes.
we pay our taxes, but this is in terms of the land and the building is entirely paid for since we killed the dragon.
shit. Okay, that's fucking awesome.
For sure. It wasn't too hard getting that out of the mayor. He was scared shitless.
Not surprised.
Probably would have given me anything if we killed that dragon.
This should have asked
Oh,
to be
shit.
the mayor.
Sorry, rewind. Was there anything on the board?
What would be on the board? Probably on the board would be, hey, go after the bandits. For one. For
Done and done.
Was there
Another.
pay for that?
Oh, is the fucked up lighthouse still on the board?
So the lighthouse wasn't on the board before. It was just a rumor. Now it is.
Oh, the fucked up lighthouse is on
Hmm.
the board.
Which is that the lighthouse is that there is a lighthouse pretty much due west of Phandalin, where there were rumors that it was causing ships to crash upon the rocks below it. It has gotten to the point that trade has slowed to a crawl because no one wants to come near Neverwinter and risk that nowadays.
Anything else?
I think at the moment those other than like very small things like Stardew Valley, oh, fetch me this, fetch me that kind of a deal. Those are the two big ones.
I turned to Helu and Marcus and up for some quest boards for old time's sake.
Jay, what do you
Well, we already took care of the bandits, so we can collect on that if we want.
Yeah, well, is there a list to pay for the bandits?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think it's probably like 20 gold.
Oh yeah.
Man,
You-
back in
you
the
can-
good old
you
days
can-
when that
you
was a lot
can-
of money.
Yeah, you can go ahead and just add that with because we don't have to go through that process.
Of course, of course.
Do people want to put it in the party funds or have it to themselves?
Party funds.
Party funds, that's way too small for
Plus
us to split.
Ilith wants it. We could
Yeah.
just be like, hey,
No,
you're
we
kind
can
of
just do
broke.
party funds.
All right. Dragon Horde spoils. Just okay. Yep.
Well,
so
if
this is
when- Marcus and I first met, it was here in Phandalin doing quest boards for the townspeople. We got into a lot of sticky situations that I'm not exactly sure how we got out of. We literally came face to face with the Manticore. Extremely inexperienced.
That was fun.
He almost
We got
died.
it there. Hey, we didn't get hit or anything. We made it go away.
Barely.
That was a fun thing to throw at you guys first thing, you know?
Yeah. Super.
Like what was
Quest.
we were like
Manticore.
level 3?
Not even. I
Not
think you-
even.
Like level 1, bro. That was like the first one we did. I feel like.
Yep, it very much was.
Yeah, we were level 1.
That was funny as hell. But yeah, you all can show off the manor. Return to the inn. Are you guys essentially heading out immediately? Or are you
Do we want to take up the fucked up lighthouse? Do we want to do that?
Hold on, what about Halia?
Oh yeah, like she fucking dipped and then came back, and we thought she was kidnapped.
She did not just fucking dip. From what we heard,
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
you know, like Sedge wasn't there, but like, what the fuck?
No, because me and Marcus did some light B&E, and we're like, hey yo, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, I mean, we broke into not
We
only
broke
her
into
house.
fucking house.
No, we broke into their house, but we also broke into the Lion Shield coaster and into their safe.
well, you broke into the miners exchange. Halia,
Oh, yeah,
Halia
sorry.
runs the miners exchange, not the coaster.
Yeah, there we go. We broke into the miners' exchange into their safe.
Probably Coster. Oh well. Yeah. Now it is 11:30. Do you want to continue and do that scene? Or is this a
Oh.
good place to call it?
I don't mind. It's up to you guys.
I'm fine.
I'm fine.
All right.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah,
I just
you
took my
guys.
meds, though.
All right. You guys head over to the miners exchange. It is later in the day, so it is getting close to closing, but you can arrive there in time to see Halia Thornton, who you haven't seen in a month and a half. Looks like beginning the process of closing up her business.
Oh, Halia!
Really quick, let me go over what the miners exchange is. Where is Dragon Boy?
Can we say her time at the manor was possibly a short rest, or no?
I'll allow that.
Alright, cool.
You guys aren't doing a whole lot here, anyways. You guys are just,
I've just used up
checking in.
a lot of spell slots,
Thank
so.
you. Where is Phandalin? The fuck is it? Alright. Yeah, the miners' exchange is where the miners come to have their valuable finds weighed, measured, and paid out. It also serves as an unofficial records office, registering claims to various streams and excavations around the area. This is a lot of place where a lot of people who spend their time out and about in the countryside usually swing back here. And it is sort of a small unofficial guild in which Halia is the guild master. She does appear to be like late 20s, early 30s woman. You guys are used to seeing her outside of the Townmaster's Hall, where she sort of ran her business and also sort of managed paying out for quests for the town board. But she appears to be back to her usual business. You all,
Halia!
she looks up and she goes, oh, the Banes of Thunder. I'd heard that you all were back in town. I was wondering when you'd show up.
How is the future town master doing today?
Well, that's still a long ways off. Harbin is back to business now that he is no longer cowering
That's
behind his door.
Oh, that's right. You say it. We're happy to see you. You were gone for a little while before we were worried about you.
There was some business that came up out of the blue that had me leave
Detect thoughts.
Phandalin. Are you probing or are you just doing the surface thoughts?
Surface. If I probe, it's gonna be messy.
Okay. Yeah. You probe. She, Halia is a shrewd woman. She's pretty shrewd and calculating, just from your time you've interacted with her. So she has on her mind, sort of like going over the records of claims as well as valuables that she's like paid out. But now that she's talking with you all, it's very much the business that took me out of town Haven't seen the Banes of Thunder in a while. It is. I'm trying to think here. Yeah.
If it helps, I do say something along the lines of business out of town. I hope it wasn't anything too urgent.
She stops and she goes, it was, which is why I had to leave so suddenly. And there is, her surface thoughts are very much the, like, essentially repeating what she's saying. Business
That's
out of town.
weird.
Hey,
Jen, I have a question.
Yep.
I'm well versed in Feywild stuff.
Mhm.
Do I recognize that, like, the general vibe checking? Is this like a changeling or a Feywild thing that's going on?
Make an insight check.
Oh dear.
Can I help?
Not in this instance.
The Drake help? Maybe
Maybe
you're an emotional support animal?
Can it be my emotional support animal?
Not in
Yeah,
this
we need it.
instance.
We need it.
That is an 18.
18? You're pretty familiar, I think, with changelings. You've interacted with them before.
Yeah, they're
sometimes
just
without
people,
knowing.
but sometimes they're, a little tricky.
You look at this woman. This is absolutely a human woman. You can't pick up on anything that would tell you if she was a changeling or not. And Marcus is the one that's getting the like very careful, like, sort of repeat of what she's saying. Business out of town. Being very
question.
sort of vague about it. What's up?
Is the thoughts coming before what she says, or are they coming after?
It's
Is she essentially repeating her thoughts, or her thoughts repeating her?
sort of both. It's he asks the question, and it's the out of town for business. She says it, and then it's sort of like a repeat sort of a situation. Which, Marcus, you can make an insight check if you'd like.
Yeah, I was waiting for my moment to shine. Alright, come on, baby. Come on. Big money, big money. 17 plus 4, 21.
21. Yeah, what you're getting from this is that she's like sort of deliberately repeating this phrase. And I think you might have encountered this yourself, you might have done it yourself, or with other people. But it's what happens when someone is essentially reminding themselves of what to say so as not to trip up.
Ah, I see. Okay.
She
So
is being vague about what that business was. And maybe it's
Okay.
legitimately personal business, and maybe it's something she's trying to keep from you all.
So it's more of she isn't doing this on purpose. It's her knowing that she's lying, in her mind she's trying to keep herself in a straight and narrow.
Maybe not
Hey.
necessarily lying, but
Jen,
what's up?
does this woman scream lesbian?
I'm back from Halia sometimes.
With an 18 insight,
I got a 21 insight. Do I get that one?
your insight's on something else. With an 18 insight, as you're just essentially trying to vibe check this woman,
Does just look like she'd be into me.
Oh my god.
no,
Are you
but
really
not
trying to
because
her?
not because of a sexuality reason, but because this is very much a, you get the vibes of this is a woman who knows what she wants.
And it's not me.
Yeah.
Definitely, bro.
Could
I
I?
guess
Okay, would she be interested in me in a physical sense?
Are you trying to seduce
Probably
her?
not.
I'm trying to
Please.
fluster her enough because I figure Marcus is reading her mind. I'm trying to fluster her so that way maybe it makes it easier. I don't know what's going on in her brain,
you know,
but
Maybe
like,
not.
with what she's in and like how calculating she is, I think that's gonna happen. And I think the whole her type thing makes so much sense. Like
Yeah.
Holly is probably the type like, oh man, we went in some crazy espionage mission, and you saved my ass. Kiss me, you fool.
Yeah.
But in regards to you, Marcus, she may not necessarily be lying. It could be more that like she is trying to be whatever it was. Maybe it was in fact very personal that she's not going to share with essentially strangers. Or it could be that she's lying and wants to keep her story straight, or it's she just doesn't have a reason to share more details than the vague version she's giving you all. But Holly is looking at you all like, listen, I appreciate you all checking in. I'm okay though. And if you don't mind, I would like to close up my shop.
I'm so sorry. We haven't met yet. What may I have your name?
I'm trying to decide if she like catches the slip there.
Oh, that was more. Yeah, no, that was a.
Does she catch that slip?
What did I don't. I think it was like. I just changed the phrasing instead of "What can I call you?" Is "May I have your name?"
Yeah, but that's kind of a you, Ylith, have been going around saying you may call me.
I haven't met this woman before. She wouldn't
No,
know that.
no, but this is like you because
Yeah,
you're used.
I'm
to
breaking my own habit. Yeah.
And so there's a very sort of like almost obvious slip there that Halia, who's
Yeah,
sort of
no,
shrewd
I
thinking.
actually have to like physically stop myself from doing because I'm basically trying to see. Yeah, she's human, but I'm trying to like throw her off her rhythm.
Yeah.
And now you throw him off
She
his rhythm.
kind of like gives you a weird like. She noticed the slip, but just seems to be just confused about it. She goes,
Getting used to different cultures.
right. My name is Halia Thornton. It is good to meet you. And you
And
are?
I'm so sorry. What did you? Oh, you can call me Ylith. What is your shop?
This is the. Please, I'll tell you about it outside. And she's like gesturing everyone outside.
Where's the scope, guys?
She steps out, turns, locks the door.
Hey, I'm gonna. Oh, is there a corner of the room that like I could put an echo in that she wouldn't notice as she's like essentially slip it in as she's going in there, as she's closing the door?
Do you have to see the location to put the echo?
I do, but it's one of those like I can see a corner of a crack through a door.
There's also a window there.
I would put it out of the window.
True. But make
Oh, then I'll just wait. If there's an actual window and
Yeah.
it's not like, then I'll just wait. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a fucking curtains closed, could not see in.
No, this is not a very big building. None of the
Okay.
buildings in Phandalin are very big. There is sort of like a front, like office desk space where she has like a scale set up, a log, and like a set of weights and a safe where she keeps gold that she then pays out for people. But yeah, she turns and she explains, this is the miners' exchange here. It is the local guild for the miners and anyone else who seeks valuables within the streams and excavations around the area. They come to me to have their valuable finds weighed, measured, and paid out. And anything that they then give to me, I turn and give to a guild in Neverwinter. It's a process.
Oh, have you been to Neverwinter recently? I haven't been in a while, so I'm wondering if you have any like food places to recommend if I make it over there.
Nuh-uh.
I learned from the best.
She thinks and she goes, I have been there recently.
Marcus, read the mind. Out of character. I'm
I'm so locked in, don't worry.
locked in.
She has been to Neverwinter recently. There's sort of the immediate thoughts of, talk to superiors, dropped off valuables. Nothing much more than that. I have been to
Any
Neverwinter
places you or your friends or I guess coworkers would like recommend as food places that are good to hang out at?
There's a good cafe on the River District. There's also a very popular tavern there, the Beach Leviathan.
Oh,
If you haven't
that
been
place
to
is
Neverwinter
shit.
before, then the Beach Leviathan is usually where you'll be directed.
I also recommend that place.
There are also a number of cafes scattered about. There's one very popular one within the Protector's Enclave.
Do you have family in Neverwinter?
No, my family is from Baldur's Gate, actually.
Ah. Bullseye.
What was the other? The Protectors what?
There's a cafe in the Protector's Enclave.
Oh,
Interesting.
Oh, wait, Baldur's Gate. Isn't that... It's near Candlekeep, no?
Yes, Baldur's Gate is one of the southernmost cities. It's past Waterdeep, I believe. Candlekeep, I believe, is in the area.
Yes, I grew up in Candlekeep.
Well, how wonderful.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
haven't been to Candlekeep myself, so I don't have much of an opinion on it.
Let's see.
We're glad to see you're holding up well, Halia. We heard about all the crazy business with the bandits. I hope they didn't come around and break into your home or the exchange here.
No, they attacked from the northern part of town, and Falcon and his militia managed to repel them before they could get too far into town.
Now, DM, in terms of surface stats, the reason I asked that was
because
I
we
was
broke
hoping-
in.
Yeah. So I was like, oh yeah, the bandits didn't break in, but someone broke in. See if she noticed or not.
She let's give me a second. What you get from her surface thoughts are what is annoyance at the bandits that did attack, but just a general like well, they were repelled, so my business wasn't harmed. Nothing about the break-in though.
We fucked up. We did fuck up the safe to open it. Like, it was mildly fucked up.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
I'm so sorry. I am terrible with names. What did you say your name was again?
Halia Thornton.
Sorry. I'm not. I point at my sword. I'm like, I'm not the smartest. I'm good at hitting things. Sorry.
That's all right. And what did you say your name was again?
Oh. You can call me Ilif.
Ilif. All right. I will remember that. Now, if
Were there any thoughts when I asked her name again that she had to think about?
Nope.
Did she have any weird service thoughts with the Candlekeep thing, or no?
Nope.
Anything odd or interesting or funky?
Oh wait, I didn't know why.
If
I
you
don't know why we didn't think about it sooner.
I
Sorry.
think at that point it appears as if she like the Baldur's Gate thing was true. The name thing is true. Anything else you might have to start probing for?
Now, this is important. I don't know why we didn't ask this right away, but Holly, I don't know if you heard or not. We've just been kind of asking around due to the whole thing. But Pell, Falcon's boy, he's gone missing, and we're trying to help him find him. Leading up to the whole thing with the bandits, can you tell us anything? If you saw Pell during the whole ordeal.
Pell, no, I didn't interact with him much. He never really came by the shop. Which her surface thoughts say confirm it. It's the Pell. Who was that again? Oh, right, Falcon's boy. They said. No, I essentially didn't pay much attention to him.
Okay.
Damn.
Weird time to break in.
No, we've already broke in. We've gotten a lot of information from her. I really don't think she's connected to Pell. She's more of a curiosity, honestly.
I want to break in. That's where I want to break in.
Well,
Like, we've already broken and saw what's in there already.
But there could be something new now, and I'm new. I haven't seen it.
I doubt
we
it
did-
because
I remember.
if we broke in and we fucked up the safe, Halia is smart enough not to put in sensitive information
Okay,
into somewhere that's already been broken in.
but if the thing is, if she's not like, and the surface thoughts didn't mention the break-in when, like, oh, like my own break-in. Something weird is going on.
It's just surface. I might be able to figure it out if I probe, but it's just I can't do that. Yeah, that even if we broke into there, I don't think we're gonna really find anything new
Also-
or worthwhile. Plus, it's encrypted, so
Yeah, also, we don't want to sour or tip off Halia that we think she's sus. Because
Okay.
I do remember that she worked with or had connections to, like, people worse than Marcus's employers.
Okay. Let me at least satisfy my curiosity and I won't touch anything. Iliv knows what a crime scene looks like. They won't make one.
At this point, Halia has
Yeah, no, I'm not fucking talking about
yeah,
that out
walked away.
loud.
No.
Yeah, no, Jesus.
Thank you for telling us what you can, Halia, and hope you have a good evening.
You as well. I hope that everything is alright within Phandalin. I can't decide if you will follow Trouble or if Trouble follows you.
Probably a
he's
mix
looking
of
for it.
both.
Well, good day then.
Bye.
Day to you as well,
Where's
Halia.
off?
She's so fucking suspicious, you guys. What the fuck?
Why does she scream? What was the vibes I got from her originally before I went down the lesbian track?
Definitely a very, very sharp, shrewd, calculating woman.
I was specifically looking for, like, obviously she's, like, not a changeling, but did it scream, like, similar style of, like, Faye, I'm going to speak the truth around the truth?
I think not to an extent that was Faye, but an extent to,
Mortal equivalent.
yeah, that's just kind of how some people are.
Okay. I'm like, I'm going to break into her house real fast. Please cover for me.
This is the manor exchange. At least she's going to her house.
Or
Yeah, the Miners Exchange is like her office.
yeah. Well, she's gonna have. It's either important paperwork is either gonna be here or at her house, and since we can't really go into her house.
Listen, it's honestly not even gonna be worth it. If you find anything written down that is important enough to like really mean something, it's gonna be encrypted. All of her stuff was encrypted. Anything that would have
checked.
I'm gonna look at it with a fresh set of eyes, if that's okay.
Yeah, you know what? I remember I said before that Marcus, when we broke in, I wrote down some of the encrypted notes. I'll just show that to because we need the encryption key to be able to crack this. So
Yeah, let's say we fuck off somewhere else.
I still really want to break in. I at the very least want to check like recent logs of like her traveling. Because if she's in Neverwinter shortly after Pell went missing,
she could be the mole.
It's one of those things of like just to check it off and like take her off the list. Because if we don't, we're gonna suspect her, and we want to narrow down the pool of possible people. If it's anyone still in Phandalin, that's the main reason.
you can try. It's just you got to be very careful.
Yeah,
She knows someone broke in there, so I wouldn't be surprised if you put up extra protections. And if this doesn't go well, it's really gonna fuck us over.
Can I borrow the disguise hat?
I will pull it out of my bag and hand it over to Iliv.
I will pull on the hat, hide behind Halu, and turn myself into Talia Haight.
All right.
And then Echo through the window behind the door. And I pop in.
All right. You are in the miners' exchange.
And I look like Talia.
Indeed, you do.
So at least in the first glance, it just looks like I'm closing up shop.
Uh, Go ahead and make an investigation check as you look around the shop.
Ah!
Imagine we like fuck off to the side or around the back or something not
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
16.
conspicuous.
16.
The main thing, I'm not looking for, if I find secrets, I find secrets. I'm mainly looking for, like, the travel, like, logs. Because I imagine, she'd have to, like, I was out from this date to this date. Essentially the fucking timesheet.
You do find one of the first things like tucked away in the cabinet right near her desk is a log of like the miners that have come through, the valuables that they've given, and what she's paid out in return, along with like their weight and all that.
Oh, also, I'm looking for anything that could be around the weight of a human, like, teenage boy in terms of, like, goods that have been shipped.
Okay. You look through, nothing that heavy.
Yeah, I figured.
There is a gap, because each transaction is dated. There is a gap of about 2 weeks, in which there are no transactions, which start back up again as if nothing happened.
I'll jot down when those dates were, because I certainly fucking don't know out of character the date that Pell got taken.
Mhm.
Or the date the bandits were attacked, so.
Yeah. In regards to that 2 weeks it appears a while ago. Not like a while ago. But you can mark those down.
Yeah.
There.
Any significant travel dates, essentially, that would be like.
Yeah. There's no
Anything a week or longer is probably travel.
Yeah. There's 2 week gap in the transactions. There's no travel log like, oh, I went here, I went there. But there are, notes in this log of like the miner, where they found it, what claim they have, how much it weighed, how much she paid out, etc., etc. And there's just a 2 week gap where there are no transactions. That's sort of like the immediately obvious thing. There is a safe which does appear to have some scuff marks and scratches. As well. It is
can't
locked,
remember.
though.
Did we pick the lock or did I used my mystery key at some point?
Use
Was
the key.
it? I
You used it on the
used
door.
key.
You used it on the door.
Okay. Right, and then Marcus Justin got bullshit and we became the 5%ers.
5%ers.
5%ers!
Yeah. That's what you find on a 16 investigation. Is there anything else you're gonna do in here?
What other rooms are there?
There is a, there would be sort of a back room. There's a door, like a doorway that leads in there, which if you stick your head in appears to be, where she quote-unquote like processes the valuable finds, where they're packed up, neatly labeled, and are getting ready for shipment to Neverwinter.
I guess using my own knowledge as a guard, obviously not anything, but like crime is crime is crime.
Mhm.
I know a bribe when I see one.
Sure.
And I know how people hide bribes.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any, partially going back to like the processing log, but is there any like packages or something that seem, not opening anything, not touching anything really, that seem bribe or payment like, in terms of like out of the ordinary, definitely said for something? I'm trying to use my eye as a guard of just like, okay, and my own troublemaker history, but mainly the guard of, okay, I've busted people that have done, sure, it was like trafficking or like drug shipping and stuff like that, and not human trafficking, but something where it would be like paid for information, maybe not so much like the shipment of Pell, but like the information of Pell.
Go ahead and
I
make
mean,
another
it's-
investigation.
Okay. May I have advantage because I am smart McGuard smart.
Sure.
Well, first one was a 3, second one was a natural 20 for a 21.
All right. You look through. You
I'm
don't
out
know-
here pulling my guard shit out my ass.
You look through, and the open crates. You look in, and you can see all the tagged stuff matches what was in the logs. There's nothing among the boxes that stand out. However, on a natural 20, something catches your eye.
Aha!
There are shelves along the wall that hold a variety of things, more like finds, so on and so forth. Other like past logs, essentially. On a natural 20, tucked away in the little shadow of the shelf near the doorway, you almost miss it until you like double check, because you're like, wait a minute, and you find a tiny little figurine that seems to be carved of a pitch black stone.
Of who?
There are no details on it, but do you pick it up?
Can I look at it first? Does it
Yeah.
scream evil?
Um,
Does it scream the black crystal that Halu has type evil?
you look at it. There are no details. There's nothing. Like it's just a tiny. Appears to be vaguely, maybe humanoid shaped figurine. Of this black rock. But as you get a closer look at it, it does have a shine to it, as almost as if it were a black diamond.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
Wait, what was that again? What?
Fuck!
Shine of a black diamond.
Ah, son of a bitch!
Fuck! Shit, does it look like the one that because I've seen, Halu's showed me the one that they had, because they took it out right before we left.
Oh,
Azazelane.
Halu's the one that Halu has is much bigger because it was embedded into the chest
Yeah.
of a dragon.
Yeah.
This is tiny. This is
Shit, fuck, shit.
what's a good size comparison? It's about as tall as the coin that we got for Ren Fair? It's about as tall as that. It's very
Okay.
small.
I was gonna say, a man that says a really big penis, but no, that's... I'm just like, shit, fuck, fuck. And I'm like, how the fuck do I tell them? Is there a back door?
Yes, but it is locked.
Can I unlock it from the inside? Or can I look at it first before I unlock it?
Oh, I can get in there, I think, without having to open up anything, if you signal
You
to
could.
me.
There is also like the window in the front room. You can just port back through.
Oh, no, the thing is, I want to talk to them before I fucking pick it up. Because I'm
yeah.
s-
Yeah, there's a
it's
back
worth
door.
it. One of the
You can make an
I wanna
investigation
make-
check to see if there's
Yeah.
anything with the door.
And I
7.
think we did move like
Door.
around the back.
Yeah, you did. You also can't currently see Ylith.
Is there no windows back here? Why would there be windows
Um,
back there?
Any windows back here appear to have curtains over them.
Can I move the curtain and like kind of essentially signal for either Marcus or Sedge
Wait!
to like mental link with me?
We have sending stones. Do you have one of the sending stones?
No, we gave one of the sending zones to Santh.
God damn it.
I'm just gonna like, you see my little hand kind of peek up, and I'm just like, essentially do the fucking sign language call me, make the fucking telephone hands, and I'm just like, this is not the sign for it, but I'm just like, fuck.
I
Ylith
mind
doing
link
with her
with
hand?
mind link with Ylith. I'm like, what's up?
Hello?
What did you find?
I found a tiny piece of like a black diamond in here.
Oh shit.
Oh my
What
god.
do I do?
I'm gonna mind link with I'm gonna
Oh,
gonna
don't
mind
leave
link
me on cold.
No, I'm putting you on hold. I'm gonna mind link
No,
with
no, 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 no.
sit with Halu and Marcus. Hold on.
I mean, literally, just let me go in and pick it up. I've already done it with the other
No!
diamond. I'm the only one with the curse, if there is one.
I'm like, he found a part of a piece of one of a smaller of one of the black diamonds. Should he?
About a micro dick size. Wait, I'm on hold.
Hold up. I wanna take a better look at this then. Is the window open? Can I look inside the room?
The window's not open, but you can kind of peer in. It is hard to see inside because it's lighter outside than
Open
it is
the-
inside.
It said, am I off of hold?
I take you off of hold. I'm like, so.
I'm like, there's a door I can unlock, but like, I'm not. Can one of you look at it from the other side to make sure I don't set up an alarm? Okay.
Misty stepped on the second floor.
I just like hold the curtain aside and let him in. Essentially, to Misty step.
Yeah, you Misty step inside.
Yeah, I pop in with my little flickers of lightning. I just casually walk over. I was like, "Where's it?"
I pointed out. It's right there. I almost.
Very well hidden.
I want to point out that Halu and Sedge. I don't know if Halu is, but Sedge is definitely like keeping watch.
Oh
thank
yeah,
God.
now that there's actually something going on, like I imagine like Halu, Marcus, and Sedge were like kind of shooting the shit.
And then I go, and then you see the fucking window, and it's just like the fucking like, goddamn Martha. It's like the goddamn like Martha, not Martha, but like Doctor Who meme where it's like the 10th Doctor and. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
her
yeah,
name.
yeah, through the window. Oh, I love
Through
that.
the window.
yeah,
But it's just with hand signals of just the frantic like hand waving because.
DM, in terms of this little crystal guy, I do note that the Zdartham, also known as the Black Network. Could this be related to that instead? Black Diamond, Black Network. Just spitballing here.
Yeah, because she was a part of it. Began with
Probably
like a Z.
Probably not. This is not something you're familiar with as regards to the Zentarum.
Okay, and you said this is a figure of what exactly?
It's like
Is this the
vaguely
humanoid?
humanoid.
Does it look like Mab? Like the vague semblance of I would know as someone from the Feywild that is used for iconography of the Queen of Darkness.
Now that you think about it, yeah, it's very vaguely like
Yep.
somewhat Mab.
Fuck.
Literally just put it in a handkerchief and let me hold it.
She might notice we took it.
Who cares?
She doesn't know. We're gonna be leaving. And, we...
I don't know. I don't think it's safe. I literally just had a very extended conversation with her outside, and then suddenly this little thing's gone.
It's one of those things
She
of
gonna
one,
do,
how the
try and
fuck
get us
would...
to search her shit? We're gonna be leaving. She can go fuck herself or get a new one.
I'm not sure. I don't think it's a good idea for us to
But
take it.
I don't think it's good for us to leave it here, especially if an agent's here. I have a duty to, like, handle this.
Can you grab it with, like, a cloth over your hand? And,
Yeah, I
like,
could do
like
that.
you're
It was
picking
more-
up dog shit?
I mean, what
it was more...
does this do just having it here? Like,
she could talk to Mab, could potentially
Or talk
be
to
cursed,
an agent of Mab,
talk to an agent, give information. Essentially, you'd have a spy.
which would be very convenient.
But is it better to tell Falcon that we know there's a spy and let the spy not realize that we're there? That we know, or give it away that we know and have it potentially get fucked?
okay, there's something else we can do. In her house, she has a specific book or a specific stack of records that is purely for different like little summaries on people of interest. She has one for all of us. At the time, she did not have one for Pell because Pell wasn't in Phandalin yet, I think.
No.
I'm remembering correctly. So
Jen,
if
I have
we
a
were to
question.
if
What's
we
up?
were to find it, maybe there's some stuff written on Pell now.
Now that Marcus is here, if I show the dates of the 2 weeks that she stopped taking in stuff, does that line up with anything to do with Cryovane?
Maybe not with Cryovane, but Marcus
Or
would
just
recognize. Yeah,
It would
yeah, yeah.
be important that I would not know purely by I
Yeah.
wasn't fucking on the prime material.
Marcus would recognize that the dates correspond with essentially the day she seemingly disappeared and reappeared. The dates start up again 2 weeks after that. So at some point while you all were in the Feywild, she returned and picked back up her business.
Okay, makes sense.
There is another piece of information that I just want to remind you all of, which is that the Black Diamond is like, aside from her avatar, the Black Diamond is the closest thing the Queen of Air and Darkness has to a physical body.
Oh, we're taking that.
Yeah, just let me hold it, guys. It'll be fine.
No.
Here's the
I
other
already
thing.
have the big one. Nothing
Is
bad's
it a good
happened.
idea to carry that thing around with us?
Here's the other
Probably
thing.
not.
We could bury in the woods or something. Like,
I don't need it. Sorry, Jen. Continue.
I want someone to make me a general intelligence check.
Ooh,
Not
what's
me,
Sedge's intelligence?
I have
Um,
dick all for
I have a
intelligence.
+1.
What's
Marcus?
+1?
+1.
Fuck, we all have +1.
So I guess, Jen, what is the general, like, is it Feywild type intelligence? Like, who would make, since we're all around the same intelligence level?
Yeah, who would be the person that you think is most in line to come up with the answer?
Given all the research you did on Queen Map, this could be literally anyone. Ilif has the most, like, instinctive knowledge about the Feywild, but all of you did a lot of research on Feywild stuff.
So we could just give whoever an advantage because it's like we're all essentially on the same playing field with it.
Sure, yeah.
I'm feeling lucky.
What's your intelligence?
12 +1.
Fuck yeah, go for it. We're all +1.
We're all +1. All right.
Can I ask? Is there by any chance? Just Marcus thinking here. Is there any chance that the Queen of Air and Darkness is working, or the Tharum is working for the Queen of Air and Darkness in some kind of capacity?
Maybe not to that extent, but you as a warlock would figure that people in the Zentarum might be prime warlocks. Maybe not like a direct working under, but judging from what you know, and especially as a warlock yourself, that wouldn't be out of the question that some people maybe made a deal with other entities. What was that intelligence check?
I did not roll it yet. I was waiting for you to be like, hey, what's the intelligence?
Did you?
Natural 20.
Fuck yeah!
21 for a 21, but
I am very glad. I'm very glad it was you who decided to roll it, Helu.
Oh no!
okay, yeah.
Because given some context, it's not out of the question that these pieces of black diamond might essentially be functioning as eyes.
Oh man.
That's what I was thinking.
Eyes or ears or sending stones.
Fuck.
Motherfucker.
Well, we
Okay.
have to take it now. It's like you have to take it at that point.
God, I told you this wasn't a good idea.
Do you
Damn it!
wanna,
Well,
do you wanna
better
take,
to know.
Do you wanna take an Eye of Mab with you?
Well, we already have one.
We have a very large one.
This is true.
What's
And
one
the
more?
thing
If we
is-
blind one of her little lackeys, then,
Why don't
But
we
we
just
give
put it in the
away-
the mansion?
that... I'm a little just because there's that weird fucked up tree with, like, the vampire body in it, I'm a little hesitant
Do you mean the
about that.
Woodland Manse or do you mean Tresendar Manor?
Send our manor. I meant to say our manor.
There's not going to be anyone really there to watch it. This is the problem.
Exactly. She can't
It will
watch
give
it.
away whether or not
It's
She
very
actually-
close.
it's
We
it's more tell Falcon and then have someone like that's just the builders like say ask if Talia did it, put it in a way, tell Falcon who it is and have them check, and then it's one of those, okay, we know they're actively in play in town.
We can also do something else and just like actively say the wrong information around it and just see what happens.
I mean, if we put it in the bag of holding, can it appear in the bag of holding?
Wait, we have a bag of devouring. Guys, we have a bag of devouring.
Shit, we have the bag of devouring!
Eat it to another plane of existence. We don't have to keep it.
Right!
Just grab it. Just grab it like you're grabbing a piece of dog poop. Put like a piece of cloth on, and then we could just pop it in the bag of holding, you guys.
Okay, but do we want to actually send that off to the astral plane where an astral dreadnought could eat it?
Yes.
I mean, sucks to suck for Queen Mab.
Sucks to suck for Queen Mab and exerting the influence on an astral dreadnought? No, we don't know that.
Said you would have to do a history check. Because me, the player, doesn't know what the fuck that is.
Oh,
See,
it's awful.
Out
Big
of
Just
character,
Google it.
out of character, it's the size of a cruise ship, and it just lives in the astral sea.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay,
Interesting.
but, like,
it's
Would-
awful.
Sahara,
I
but
guess-
it's next week.
one of the things of
Fuck off with that.
it's so I guess it's one of those things of like, can we smart ourselves enough to think through? No, we're not. We don't think through the long-term consequences of our actions.
No. What are you talking about? Consequences? Don't know her.
I guess over the table, it's like, do we want to, in terms of, do we want to? Because here's the thing: we've been talking around it, and it knows we found it, so it's already given away the goose and the gander that we know it's here.
Jesus Christ.
So it might just be better to take it with us and then figure out a way to destroy them.
Yeah.
Because I think bags of holding, we can just get a box of lead and
Mhm.
stick them in it.
Yeah, just give it to me. I'll hold it.
No.
Just give it
Yes.
to Lord Stoneman.
Guys, the thing I'm worried
No,
about,
no, that would be bad.
guys, the thing I'm worried about is not this fucking Black Diamond thing. Is Halia now?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. But it's like but the thing is, if it's a sending stone and an eye and an ear of Mab, and she's working with being controlled, guiled, whatever, by her, Mab's gonna tell her that we were here, and that's an issue. If we take it, then she at least doesn't know who took it, and we're already leaving town. So
Right
she has an
away.
idea, but she can't pin it. Whereas if we leave this here and Mab tells her, then it's fucked.
I mean,
She has a
it's already,
suspicion.
it's
That could
already,
be Falcon hurt. That could be the rest of Phandalin hurt. Mab was
Thing is-
already controlling Dylan.
this thing has already seen us. I mean, if we take it now, isn't Queen Mab just gonna tell her another time?
Well, the thing is,
Yeah.
Mab would have to get another crystal to her.
Can we please
Alright.
just take the thingy?
We could take it now. The thing is, I feel like Halia is smart enough to know, even after it's gone, that it was us. Like literally, the first
Yeah.
thing that we're back.
It's one of
You
those
go to
things.
her,
It's
you
it's
ask her
one
all
of those
these
things of yeah,
questions.
she'll know, but it's better for that to be uncertain, and we can lie our ass off.
Yeah, plus also, maybe in character, maybe out of character, the entirety of Phandalin loves us. We killed a dragon to protect them. We took a lot of measures to protect them. If Halia wants to say shit about us and say that we stole something from her, A, who is going to believe her? B, if someone asks us, we can be like, what is she talking about? No, we wouldn't do that.
See, when it comes to Halia, I don't think she would
Girl
go around
boss
town saying
gaslight
that.
gatekeep.
I don't think Halia would go around town saying that. I think that she's a person with the connections and the capabilities to make our lives hell. She's done all the
She's
bad
gonna
I
make her
think-
life hell anyway.
Hold on.
Because if she's
hold on,
connected to
hold
the
on, hold on.
ultimate enemy, she's
Hold on.
going to.
Guys,
No, I
hold on.
mean, she's connected to.
Guys.
She has the capability
Gas
of-
Edge.
I feel like we have been talking about this for way too long.
And
We- we need to
one final thing I want to
we need to come to a decision.
One final thing I want to present. Holly has been in town for a lot longer than any of you have.
Yeah.
What is that supposed to mean?
Means that people are going to trust her more, even if we are the Banes of Thunder.
Exactly.
You guys have done a lot for Phandalin. Don't get me wrong. Halia has been key to some of the minor
The
prospectors' business.
issue is that this real fast, Jen, with the natural 20, was there obviously there's not going to be like has there been a shipment from Neverwinter to here that's about the weight of this small object?
No.
Okay.
Any shipment from Neverwinter appears to come from essentially like whatever guild she's connected.
And if this diamond in the area around it, I haven't moved it, Marcus hasn't moved it, is the dust about... One, has it been moved recently? Because is there like... what is the dust telling me?
With the natural 20 from earlier, it looks like someone put it here and then just left it for a couple weeks. Dust is not disturbed. There's a little bit of dust on it itself. Not a whole lot.
Okay.
Just because, hey, it's a little magical black diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it looks like it's been here a while.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, I think we'll be good to leave it here. It has not been moved. It has not been touched. It's just listening. So if we move it, it'll be obvious it's gone, and something will happen.
And Halia hasn't actively hurt anyone.
Hopefully. This just means that...
But we know where it is. We know who has it. We can ask Falcon to keep an eye on her.
Yeah.
But if we touch it, we give it away. So we should leave.
And the last thing, we don't want to become Halia's enemy, because I'm not worried about her going to the town and them being on her side. That's a given. I'm saying Halia has the capabilities. Like, the way Marcus is thinking this, he was like, okay, if I had the connections that Halia has, and I got on the bad side of these Banes of Thunder, how would I take care of them? Oh, I would remind the town master that, hey, you know that thing you're asking, you know that thing you were thinking about in terms of Marcus? Look, I just found this wanted poster.
Yeah.
Or, hey, Stoneman and his people. I might have someone you've been looking for and you've been interested in. Come on down.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of ways that she could take care of us without her directly talking to the people of Phandalin or getting people on us. It is the simple fact that she's so well connected and she's so calculating and she has so many information that she knows our enemies, and all she has to do is rewire things. That's where we got to be very careful. At least that's what Marcus would do. He let somebody else do the work.
Justin?
Yeah.
Take a point of inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no, same logic. Let's leave it and let's leave. We just know it's there. We know to tell people to keep an eye on her.
Yeah, so...
Would the dust put it about from roughly when she came back? 2 weeks? Like, back after 2 weeks of missing?
I'd say yeah. It's I out of character don't know. Is that something you'd be able to tell with the amount of dust accumulation?
Kinda. It's where I get a rough estimate of like, okay, based on how dusty the room is, seeing how much dust settles. It's where I'm looking for essentially the foregone conclusion that she got this when she was missing.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Cool. Okay, that's all I was looking for. Not a on this hour of this minute.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
a roughly, probably around that time.
Yeah, roughly, probably around that time.
Okay, one last thing though. Can someone just flip off the diamond for me?
I flip it off.
Thank you.
Nice.
Look, I'm not in the room. Someone's got to do it for me. I'm 16 years old.
Imagine with a combination of your Echo as well as Missy Step, the two of you can leave, reconvene physically.
And then I take the hat off once I'm hiding behind Halu again. I am no longer Hatalia.
Alright. You all leave the Miners Exchange.
That's locked.
So, question for you all for because it is past midnight. Is the plan to head straight to Neverwinter, or are you all staying in town for a night or two? I don't know. What's your plan?
And do we want to do the lighthouse, or are we on a time crunch?
We have to wait for that letter to come back, because we could get a meeting with someone in a splinter group, and or get more information to know if it was Neverwinter officials who might have taken Pell.
That might be good to do the lighthouse just to
do
get
something.
us out of town.
Because if we go to Neverwinter, we don't necessarily have direction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it might be. I think it's more dangerous to go into Neverwinter blindly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think the plan is we stay maybe for a night. Next day, head out to do the lighthouse.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
to me.
All right.
Hey, have I
that's-
heard back from the grizzled fairy dragon yet?
Not yet.
Okay. I'm gonna ask every session.
Yep.
It's been a day. I get to
Man's
ask
on
now.
an adventure of a lifetime.
Man's on an adventure back into hell to try to get to my boyfriend. Oh, more
You gotta do
the guise of using potentially my love interest being in that area to essentially radar beacon. Is there an eye there? Which
yeah.
I think is really smart of myself.
No, that is really clever.
Essentially, you can't direct your pseudo dragon to like go radar, but if he has a letter,
He has plausible deniability for being in the area.
You gotta do a one shot where we're a team of pseudo dragons trying to deliver this letter.
That would be incredibly fun and fantastic, actually.
Oh,
we're the
that'd be
pseudo dragons
fun
trying to
as hell.
deliver Ilif's love letter to their boyfriend.
Not even just that specific letter, but a team of
Into the fate
pseudo
arc.
dragons. You each have a letter to deliver. Boy, howdy, is it a shenanigans ensue? But
Wait, can I start sending letters to my parents via Oscar?
yeah. But now that I know what to prepare for next session, which includes the Tower of Storms, I'm gonna go ahead and stop recording.